It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks.
Opie and Anthony.
Make people feel good. Go screw.
Radio bad boys. Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities. Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs. Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts. Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks.
All right, we get it.
I got a piece of the Berlin Wall, and it sat in my apartment for a while, and no one gave a crap. So guess what? I don't have a piece of the Berlin Wall anymore.
You threw away
Hell yeah, I did.
a piece of history.
Hell yeah, I did.
I've been tired for 12 years. For the love of God.
Alkadoses.
One time I got the best conduct grade I ever got was a C-, and the teacher wrote in parentheses gift next to it.
Gift.
That was nice and flat.
Jimmy.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
This old gag.
Oh.
Hello, people.
Hi.
Opie and Anthony on your radio dial.
And by that.
The Opie and Anthony Show. So, how did Hillary do last night?
Yeah, she...
I kind of know, actually.
She spoke at the Democratic National Convention, and,
Well, she was in a tough spot.
Was she?
Yeah, because most people know that she doesn't like Obama. She doesn't like Obama.
Yeah.
But she can't come across as being a spoil sport.
She needs unity. The party unity.
For herself. It's all about Hillary.
Exactly.
Like Hillary, if you read just a little bit about this, she wants to make another run at the presidency in 2012.
Of course she does.
She still wants to be the first female president.
Yeah.
So she has to go up there and do what's right for the party, but she doesn't really believe in Obama because she believes in herself.
Yep.
So it was quite interesting watching the Hillary speech because she had to kind of like toe the line. She couldn't be too rah-rah, but she couldn't be too like F you.
Yeah, the whole goal was for her to get up there and convince her delegates and her supporters to vote for Obama. And she got up there, does that half-heartedly, and then just starts going through her own agenda of what she likes and health care and shared prosperity, she called it, which is, plain old-fashioned communism. And, she got up there and did a little robot speak, which I thought was nice.
Not as bad as she usually does, though.
No, but
she's toning down the robot speak.
When she threw her support behind Obama and had to say, Barack Obama, it was pretty robotic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she just, she looks awful. She made a McCain joke that wasn't even, I don't even know what it was.
What, the new saying?
Is that the new saying?
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, this? She didn't look that bad.
She's terrible.
TV makeup, and she had the right colors on. That's all calculated. I heard there was a picture of some person with like 5 pantsuits on the stage trying to figure out which pantsuit would look good on set. Is that true there, Stunt Brain?
Yes, sir. Early in the afternoon, they caught 2 guys carrying all these different colored pantsuits and holding them up on the stage so they could figure out which was going to be the right color.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Her and her pantsuit.
And now I think she'll go away. I don't think she'll be seen at the convention for the rest of the week, right?
Unsexiest clothes ever.
The pantsuit?
The pantsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
She'll probably be there tonight for Bill's speech and then disappear.
And then they'll both disappear.
Yeah, because Bill said he's not going to be around for Obama's big speech when he goes out.
No,
there.
the Clintons don't believe in Obama like the rest of the Democratic Party. They believe in Hillary for 2012.
Right.
In a perfect world for Hillary, McCain wins this thing.
Yeah.
This is what I think you were talking about, Ant.
You haven't worked so hard over the last 18 months or endured the last 8 years to suffer through more failed leadership. No way, no how no McCain.
What? No shirt, no shoes, no dice. She sucks. What was that?
I don't know. No way. Okay.
I got like a nickel at.
No way, no how, no McCain.
No McCain. It doesn't rhyme. It doesn't roll off the tongue. It's not a clever saying that people are going to remember for years.
They're already saying, though, this is the rallying cry for the rest of the election.
Stop it.
You're going to see signs everywhere. No way, no how, no McCain. Yuck.
She wants him to win so badly. She
Oh,
wants
yeah.
It's
McCain to win
so obvious.
So badly.
Yeah, she doesn't want to give up on her dream. You know, she has one more shot. But if Obama gets in and does 8, then you're looking at an old broad.
How old is she now?
They said if Obama did it, look at me, I'm becoming stunt brain with this crap. They said if Obama did 8 years and then she tried again, she'd still be 3 years younger than McCain, right?
3 years, though.
Yeah, well, that's what I was because McCain.
Did she just hit 60?
Yeah, 60, 61, somewhere around there.
Oh, that's all dried up. Wow.
It kind of had the sound of a hostage video at times last night. You know, you almost could see the gun off to the side.
Yeah.
And she's reading the note.
Say it. Give us your delegates.
Yeah, the last thing she wanted to do was give her delegates to Obama last night.
Yeah.
But I got to say, all the papers giving her rave reviews on her speech last night.
Are they, or are just the Democrats? Because I know that her peeps are saying, I was listening to Wins on the way in, and they were just like, oh, my God, it's the best we've ever seen Hillary.
Yeah.
The best. And other people are saying she looked like, she was forced to get out there and hand over her delegates. Yes.
All right, and then Hillary had this to say. This is terrific. We're just giving you the silly stuff.
Yeah.
Go to a news station if you want the real important stuff.
To my supporters, to my champions, to my sisterhood of the traveling pantsuits.
She's killing.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
She did a sisterhood of the traveling pants joke.
Pantsuits.
Yuck.
Yeesh.
The most unsexy thing to wear ever.
That's the movie where you put on a pantsuit, go around, and become an annoying.
Let's say hi to Stryker.
She would actually look sexier in a Yankee hat and a bomb belt.
Stryker.
Stryker. Stryker.
Democrats out here. Help us, please.
Yeah, Stryker's at the convention. This is our around-the-clock coverage. We got Stryker from Denver.
Yes, team coverage.
Team coverage with Stryker, live from Denver. What do you got, Stryker?
Hey, every day on the mall in downtown Denver, the Obama and the Hillary supporters have separate parades that they meet up at some point, stand there for an argue, tying up traffic, and just have a verbal shouting match. And it gets... It's pissing off so many people down there. It's not even fun.
Huh?
Yeah, these two camps are way too strong.
Yeah.
You know, Hillary's camp is just not willing to give in and let Obama have this thing.
Nope.
The strip clubs are reporting lots of delegates in attendance, but they're not naming names.
Yeah, that's what happens. The places, all the strip clubs and everything, they pack out with all these delegates.
Well, we were talking about this, I think, yesterday. You don't need these conventions anymore. You could do this online. But these people know, hey, this is a great party every year. You're not taking a great party away from us. We need to go to these places and go to the strip clubs and go to the bars and get our prostitutes.
Yeah.
Who are you kidding?
It's like the Raccoon Lodge convention. We'll throw paper bags of water out the window.
There's an orgy going on in Denver this week.
Hey, here's something you guys should get a kick out of. The mayor here wants to make this the greenest convention ever, and it's actually turned into the brownest convention ever. They've closed off the streets by parking semis and dump trucks there, and then the trucks are idling 24 hours a day.
It's
burning diesel left and right and spewing all kinds of carbon in the air, and they don't care.
Yeah,
They're just like, well, we got to do something.
Well, that green thing is such a joke. Who are we
Green.
kidding? They want it to be the greenest convention ever. Well, you know how you accomplish that? Tell everyone to stay home.
Don't have one.
Less people flying, less people getting rent-a-cars. You could turn off the electricity in that dumb Denver stadium or wherever the hell they are.
Yeah, that would truly be a green convention. Do it online.
Yeah. And then Hillary did a little of this. We just got a few clips here of Hillary at the convention last night.
For an America, again, that will join with our allies in confronting our shared challenges from poverty and genocide to terrorism and global warming. Most of all, I ran to stand up for all those who have been invisible to their government for 8 long years.
Claude Rains.
Those are the reasons I ran for president, and those are the reasons I support Barack Obama for president.
I support Barack Obama. What's wrong with her?
I like the fact that you said Claude Rains and not even the Invisible Man.
No.
Just because Claude Rains is obviously on the tip of everybody's tongue.
Of course, everyone knows Claude Rains is the Invisible Man.
10 after 6.
Yeah.
A 60-year-old movie reference.
Yeah, it's too early for 60-year-old movie references, Ant. Let's say hi to Glenn in Oklahoma. Glenn?
I think Hillary would really love to trade in that pantsuit for a Supreme Court justice.
You're not going to find many Hillary fans on this radio show, but she's got I think she's got a career in this political thing.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be doing something big, real big.
I think she's gonna just come up short every time, no matter what she does. She's got too much baggage in that husband, Bill. He doesn't support her in what she does. He cheated on her. She's got that baggage.
You don't think Bill supports her?
She's getting older. No, Bill doesn't even like her.
If Bill wasn't supporting Hillary, he would be like living in the Caribbean right now, having a lot of those frozen drinks in between native broads.
Here's what I think. This was her shot at the presidency.
Right.
Him backing her and just being there for her was his payback for what he did.
Right.
And now
I like that.
All bets are off.
I like
the
that.
second this whole thing blows over and she no longer is running for, well, she's not running for president, but it's done. Any day now, Bill is going to announce that he's just leaving the country and going to hang out at Hedonism or something.
Oh, I like that.
We'll have to Jamaica, smoke some pot, get some dark women.
I'm sure we'll know by the end of the year. We'll know by the end of the year.
Yeah.
And then Hillary had this to say.
And he knows that government must be about we the people, not we the favored few. And when Barack Obama is in the White House, he'll revitalize our economy, defend the working people of America, and meet the global challenges of our time. Democrats know how to do this. As I recall, we did it before with President Clinton and the Democrats.
She sounds so fake. The Democrats did it before.
Oh,
what is this sing-songy little thing she's doing that is so insincere? Rachel, Obama, you've come back. Obama, you're black.
This was the hardest thing she's had to do in her career, I believe.
Oh.
Well, second hardest. Sitting down Chelsea might have been a tough one back in the day. Sid, New York, what's going on?
Conceiving Chelsea was probably tough for her. Ew, a man. You have to do what, where? All right, but only once.
That's an exit, not an entry.
I don't even think Bill could try that one.
Yeah. Huh?
I don't even think Bill could have tried that. You stay away from there.
No problem. I barely want to do it with the real one. Sid, what do you got?
Hey, I just can't really wrap my head around, she lost her delegates. She lost a percentage of the vote. I don't understand why she's so enthusiastic about her opposition winning. She lost. I don't know why she's still...
Sid, how old are you?
I'm 12.
Yeah, first of all, I hate you because you sound way smarter than I. Secondly, no, actually, she died.
She
said she had no choice. She was in a tough position last night. She doesn't want to be rah-rah for Obama, but she has to. Or the party's going to look at her like, oh, you're just a sore loser.
Traitor to the party.
Right, and we can't support you in 2012. That's what that whole thing was about last night.
And if she doesn't do the right thing, young Sid, and McCain wins, the party will not forget her disloyalty in 4 years when it would be her a legitimate shot to run.
That's right, exactly. Sid, how fast can you throw a ball?
How fast can I throw a ball?
Yeah,
baseball.
I honestly have no idea.
You're not into sports, are you?
No, not really.
Yeah, you could tell by the way you talked about politics. What about the girls? You like girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Good. You'll forget all about politics and everything else once you, what they call hook up.
Who do you want, Sid, to win the election?
What?
Who do you want to win the election?
Obama.
Really?
Why do you want Obama? Because the kids at school are talking about Obama? What do you got on it?
It's just I really feel that McCain would just not really run this country well. I mean, he'd just spend more money on the war, and then we'd fall deeper into this economical standpoint, and it would suck.
It would suck indeed, Sid.
You know what?
That's what Sid's saying. It would suck.
He's got his thoughts together for a 12-year-old, though.
Sid's correct, I think. Do you think that McCain's too old to be running for office, Sid?
Well, I don't think he's too old, but he's not exactly, ripe.
He's no spring chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I kind of agree with Sid.
I think Sid has a grandfather that's younger than McCain, right, Sid?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
When does school start?
In a week and like 2 days.
Doesn't that suck?
Yeah.
Like, didn't summer fly by? I hated that as a kid. It's like, ugh, back to school. God, that sucks.
I think Sid is one of those rare cases, though, where he looks forward to school.
Do you like school?
He counts down the days all summer long.
Really.
Let me tell you a little something about your pal Anthony. Never graduated. Very successful. Don't even bother with school. That's what your pal Anthony says. It's a waste of time.
But he has other issues, Sid. He's got a lot of issues, this kid.
Stay away from the school.
When I say kid, I mean Anthony.
Yeah, do you have a girlfriend, Sid? Are you working on one?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Tell me about her.
She's been a bit confusing lately, but...
Hey, get used to that, huh?
Oh, boy.
Let me tell you, kid, that don't change.
How confusing,
A little
Sid?
confusing. What's she doing there, Sid?
Sort of just like yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no.
Wow.
It starts at 12?
It starts at 12. Dude, just get used to it. It never ends. It never ends.
That sucks.
That sucks.
Why don't you get yourself a younger lady?
Younger lady.
Maybe someone in, kindergarten.
I think an 8-year-old at some point doesn't argue.
Yeah.
You won't get the yes, no. Barbie, you give her a Barbie doll and everything's fine.
If I was you, I'd hang outside the preschool. It's legal,
But
bro.
I feel like a pedophile.
Well,
you're 12 though. You're a kid too.
Yeah, you're all right. What is she yesing and knowing about? Like what? And you just go like, oh.
Just like the whole thing, like she wants to go to a movie. Now she doesn't. Now she does. Now she doesn't. Yes, it's a yes, and then she doesn't show up.
Never let them pick the movie either, Sid. Their taste in movies stinks.
12-year-old chick flick. What'd you have to see? That Miley Cyrus garbage?
Oh my God, I hate her so much.
I love this kid.
This kid is a 12-year-old adult.
Yeah, Sid's smart. He realizes that broad's about 28 years old, making believe she's 15, 16 years old.
So you want to go see something at the Dark Knight or whatever it is you want to see, and she wants to just go see that dreck that women tend to like.
Yeah, what was the last movie she dragged you to, Sid?
The last one was Iron Man, which wasn't actually too bad.
Iron Man,
That's
they're
pretty good.
saying that was the best movie of the summer.
Yeah.
Wait, she dragged you to that, or you dragged her?
It was sort of like a neither. It was really the only one playing.
Okay.
Picked a movie.
Yeah.
What, do you sit together? You put your little arm around her and stuff in the movie theater?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. I got a little trick with you do with the popcorn. You ever hear this one? You ever hear a trick with the popcorn? I'll tell you about it someday.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
We'd get thrown off the radio if we told you.
Yes.
But if you meet us outside the radio station, we can.
Yeah. We'll fill you in on the popcorn.
Sure. All right, Sid. Good observations about this election thing.
Sid, feel free to call in anytime.
Yeah, we like
You're the official kid of the Opie and Anthony show. There you go. And hockey season comes around. Ope will take you to a game.
Yeah. You want to go?
Sure.
All right. You're there, sir.
Cool. Thanks.
Will never happen.
All right, Sid.
Take it easy, Sid.
There goes Sid. One more clip from Hillary.
There is
Kids are
no
funny.
chasm too deep, no barrier too great, no ceiling too high for all who work hard, who keep going, have faith in God, in our country, and each other. That is our mission, Democrats. Let's elect Barack Obama and Joe Biden for that future worthy of our great country. Thank you. God bless you, and Godspeed.
You know it's fantastic. The second you attain what she just talked about, no ceiling too high, none of this country's great, blah, blah, blah. The second you attain that, the same Democrats that are preaching this bull will rape you. They will rape you of whatever success you have made of yourself in this country. So don't buy her crap. Oh, her and Obama. Everyone's going to be so well off in this country under Obama. Oh, stop it.
Let's say hi to Sean in North Carolina. Sean.
Good morning, boys.
Hey.
Hi.
Hillary, speaking on behalf of Obama, kind of put me in mind of the scene in Godfather 2 where the congressman is speaking at the Corleone party.
Vito Corleone.
Some of my best friends are Italian Americans.
The politician. Boy, was he in Dutch.
He got really lippy in the office, and then he wakes up with a bloody prostitute next to him.
Yeah.
Oops,
And who's there to help? Tom.
Yeah.
Good old Tom.
But we might need a little favor from you. He got a little lippy. He certainly did.
Well, they didn't really negotiate. We'd like to do this. No. All right. Well, here's a little drug in your drink. Dead hooker next to you.
Now what? Slick?
Some of my best friends are Italian Americans.
Italian Americans. Anthony Vito Corleone.
He messed up her name. He called her, instead of Kay, what did he call her?
Yeah, did he say Kate or?
Kate, yeah.
Kate, sure. All right, we're at our first break. There you go.
Hey.
There's our
nice.
There's our political break.
Yeah, we'll give you a little politics.
I'm going to talk about porn next.
Nice.
There's a nice video that's on TV right now. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the one?
I've never... What?
Did you see the undotted version that the news had?
I only saw the dotted version.
Jesus.
With the black dot is almost as big as the entire
entire
TV
screen.
We'll talk about it next. Stay there. Opie and Anthony. Want to say good morning to Boston this morning. Big win for the Red Sox last night. Coming down here to New York and kicking the Yankees' ass. What was the final? 7-3? Red Sox over the Yankees? And your boy A-Rod there, Anthony. 'Cause you're a Yankee fan.
My boy A-Rod?
Well, you're a Yankee fan, so I say
Not a big A-Rod fan.
Your boy A-Rod went... he had a good game last night. He went 0 for 5, hit into 2 double plays, and got booed by everybody in attendance at the game last night.
Mr. Clutch didn't do it when they needed him to?
Yeah, he's usually there.
In the 6th inning.
He's the worst when your team needs you.
April, when the Yankees are down 14-1, he hit a 2-run shot in the 7th. Man, A-bomb!
0 for 5, hitting into 2 double plays. That's a good one. That's a good game for A-Rod when they need him most.
Yeah.
What are they, 6 games out, something like that? 5 or 6 games out of the wild card position? There you go. We had a death overnight, too.
Huh?
Well, one of the important things to do if you're doing morning radio is to tell everyone about the latest death. We get to tell people first.
How did it happen?
Before they turn on their computers and their iPhones and listen to the all-news radio station.
Mm-hmm.
You know that book, 100 Things to Do Before You Die?
Yeah.
The author died.
What number was he up to?
I think they figured out that he did half of the 100 things. He was only halfway through the 100 things to do before you die.
That's because he screwed up. Number 50 was die.
Yeah, he should have had 50 a little later in the... he should have had that one a little later in the book, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Should be the last page.
That should be the last thing.
Yeah, the last page. Now die. He was only 47, and he had nothing wrong with him until he fell And hit his head on what? The edge of a shower door or something?
It was some kind of glass door, some kind of, like, I don't know if it was like patio door or something, but...
with the metal groove?
Yeah.
At the bottom, you think?
The little metal track at the bottom, and...
and that's all they know. He just kind of fell, hit his head,
that.
And it's over, Johnny, for the author of 100 Things to Do Before You Die.
Wow.
47 years old.
Didn't he put his hands up to stop himself, or did he just, what, did he fall like a soldier? Just hands at his sides? Dope.
I don't know. He just ended up with his head cracking on there, and that was it.
Yeah.
Good night.
By the way, he died August 17th, so 10 days later we finally hear about it.
What were some of the things he suggested before he died? Like the 100 things?
To play...
Pad all of your sliding glass door tracks.
That's not a one-on-one.
Yeah, oops.
Stunt parade.
Yeah, he had the usual stuff like running with the Bulls at Pamplona and going to the Oscars, but he also said you should try the original bungee jumping, going to those jungles where they actually use the elastic...
Oh, the
from
vines?
The vines. But
Yeah,
stuff
that's a
like
good one.
that. He was an adventure travel writer before he came up with this.
Why should you try it with the vines when there's probably better ropes you can get here?
Good point.
Wouldn't hurt as much.
Yeah.
Like rip your leg out, those things. I've seen that. Used to see that on National Geographic. Make the National Geographic. Jaws.
Well, we got this quote today. It's incredibly ironic, someone dying so young who wrote about doing things before you die. Yeah. Thank you, Captain Obvious. So,
how come
his
Mr.
name, by
Obvious
the way,
never gets a promotion?
His name was
He's been a captain for so many years. You'd think by now they'd promote him.
Well, he actually became Lieutenant Douche. They
busted him down to Lieutenant Douche.
Yeah.
Captain. He should be, I don't know, like Major Obvious.
I think you're making a good point there,
I'm going to call him Colonel Obvious now. He's Colonel Obvious.
Carl in Philly, how are you?
Hey, yo.
What's up?
Hey, Carl.
You mentioned the Mets game last night.
Prank caller! Prank caller!
You want a cellular phone?
Brian in Philly, what's up?
Yo.
Hey.
Let's go, Mets go. Let's go, Mets go.
Another prank caller.
Let's go, Mets go.
What was the
worst song ever?
It was a bad one for the Mets last night.
Yeah, a little extra inning loss. They were leading 7-0 at one point and blew it. They blew it in extra innings.
Hey, man, everyone knows I'm a Mets fan. It's up to you to bring up how awful the Mets were last night. I have no problem bringing up how bad the Yankees were last night.
8-7 in 13 innings.
They did blow a 7-0
7-0
lead.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's a good one, though. The Mets and the Phillies are battling it out right now.
And, of course, the Yankees losing. They're not even going to make the wild card spot. They're just horrid this year.
What kind of
new
fan
manager,
are you?
It's just one of those. Jimmy's right when he talks about them hiring these geriatric players just because they got a name and not farming some of the young kids up and teaching them and building a team. They'd rather waste years that they could be spending getting young guys and making them good ball players. And they spend those years just spending more money, trying to buy the big stars that'll put the asses in the seats. But
you guys act like every other team is working their farm system. Maybe the Yankees are the worst, but in this day and age, you got to get a winner right away, and there's too much at stake, so they go for the big trades.
You know what, though? Yeah, get a winner right away. They can't do that either. They're spending all kinds of money, and they're picking people up, and it doesn't seem to help.
It hasn't worked. I mean, like what worked for them was when they let the young players develop and then slowly work them in. And
when they brought on a young man by the name of Derek Jeter.
Yeah, I remember hearing about him when he was still in the farm system before he played. When it was like whoever they had before him, Mariano Duncan and somebody else.
Did you try to get an autograph then and was shunned by him, or?
Way to hurt someone's feelings.
I know. I'm sorry, Jimmy. Why I brought that up? I know it's a sore spot.
Also, baseball decided to do the instant replay. Is it official?
Oh, yeah.
Starting what, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, they're using instant replay for what, home runs?
Home runs only right now, I guess.
That's the easiest call, isn't it?
I know. Oh, it's out of the... Oh, wait, no, it isn't. That's pretty much it. It's either a home run or it's not.
Why did they insist on having the instant replay for home run calls? I don't get that.
Yeah.
I think because the umpires probably fight it, the unions probably fight it, and they probably were willing to give in only on that one because it's such an obvious blown call. There's no judgment with it. Like with a strike and a ball or safe and out is a judgment call in a way.
Mm-hmm.
A home run is black or white.
Right center field. McLeod is back to the track. He leaps at the wall, and it is gone. It just cleared. No,
what do
they're saying
now?
two. They're saying it's a double. It went just under the wall.
But how do you make that mistake?
Yeah.
Under the wall or over the wall?
Over the wall. When it's under, it bounces off.
Right.
When it's over, it's gone.
There goes Holiday. He's on the track. He's at the wall. She's gone. The milkman delivered. No. What are they saying?
Oh, it's taking the milk back.
That's my favorite. What are they saying?
What are they saying?
It's you saying it, so what are you saying, sir?
Hey, looking good, sports fans.
Goes Beltran back to the warning track, right near the wall, leaping, and he made the catch!
Oh.
Carlos Beltran, right? No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
My apologies. I thought he had it. I thought he had it, too. He acted as though he had it. He did not have it.
I love the other guy. I thought he had it, too.
He acted as though he had it, so it's his fault.
Yeah.
Rachel, I have it.
I guess they do need it for the instant replay.
Yeah. It was like during McGuire's home run race, he actually hit one that they didn't count.
Yeah.
Really? They're like the thing is, home run calls, yeah, they make a mistake every so often, but it's not like they just don't acknowledge it. I think it's the close plays at the bases.
At home plate.
At home plate.
Hey, let a guy run out of ground ball every once in a while and make a mistake, whatever. But the close plays at home, come on.
Close plays.
They should use it. I mean, the bottom line is if umpires are not doing their... It'll also make them do their jobs better if they know that every play can be reviewed.
If you got the technology, you should be using it. Like the Olympics, we all learned that they really upped the technology in the Olympics this time around. And I was telling Anthony before the show, I believe that you could have a Major League game without umpires at this point.
Yeah, just electronically monitor everything.
You got to have a guy that's working the equipment, but I think I think you could pretty much do a game without umpires.
Sensors on uniforms, shoes, bases,
mitts,
things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even probably while we were discussing the strike zone, then I think Jimmy brought up the point that, obviously the strike zone is different for every player because of their height. But I think
you work that into the program.
But then Anthony said, yeah, you just pop in their height into the master computer, and then they can figure out the strike zone that way.
Yeah.
Well, it's also their stance. Because if a guy squats over more, strike zone changes.
Yeah.
It's
so
like,
maybe that might be a little
yeah,
tougher.
But they can probably do it, though. They take a quick graph of you.
Probably have sensors in the uniforms that wherever your midsection is, your strike zone, it'll be able to tell the master computer where the strike zone is.
But then you're going to have guys like just touching their nipples to their knees, so there's no strike zone.
Yeah, that's true. What, Danny? Little comment?
Danny.
Comment, Danny?
They could, they motion capture these guys for all these video games that are out now. So, I mean, and the strike zone changes on them when you're playing. So they just implement that.
So make them look all goofy with the ping pong balls on them for a while.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you don't need umps anymore.
Mm-hmm. I say we just play video game baseball. Have them just sit down and play video game baseball.
That would rule.
You get to watch it on TV.
That would rule. Matt in Virginia, what's up?
I was just going to say, if you put instant replay on those games, they're going to be 8 hours long.
That's true, though, yeah.
You have a limit, I think, is how many you can use, maybe. And maybe there's certain sets of circumstances which it can be used under.
Baseball's so long anyway. I mean, now you're just throwing in another way to delay things.
But they should make it interesting for the people that are going to the game. Basically, let's say the other team uses an instant replay, and it's determined that they shouldn't have used the instant replay, that the call was correct. Then the other team gets to kill one of your players.
Kill.
Interesting. Right on the mound in front of everybody. Your choice how you want to kill them, too. Hey, before we wrap up our sports break, we applaud a sport that no one watches, but they're doing the right thing. The LPGA.
Ooh.
The LPGA starting, I believe, next year.
Yep.
You can't be in the LPGA if you don't speak English. That's what we need in America.
Wow, that's a bold move.
Well, the LPGA is being taken over by a lot of foreign lady golfers. And the LPGA in general has had it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're basically saying if you can't speak English, we don't want you here.
Good.
How great is that?
Wow.
Because of all sports, the one you need to talk the least at is golf. Yeah, they're doing a ball hole walk.
Yeah, what do they need to talk about?
Well, I think what happens is when your top players don't speak English, it's really tough to market the sport.
Oh, okay. Is that why they have a problem?
You're not getting the interviews out there to America and the commercials and everything else you do.
Or is it the fact that they're all lesbians?
Yeah, they got to hotten up. They got to get that sport a little hotter.
Sexy up that game.
Anything else on that, or is that pretty much it, Stump Brain?
I miss Nancy Lopes.
Lopes.
Is that her name?
Lopez.
It was.
But
I don't know.
It seems to me there's going to be a bunch of contests against this. They're going to sue and say no, no, no. But, yeah, the LPGA says you're going to have to take a verbal test in order to be allowed to play in the tournaments. And I wonder who's going to be given this test. But they really seem to happen after the Asian invasion. The top 10 golfers, I think 5 or 6 of them this year in the LPGA were all from Korea and the Asian area.
I enjoy golf, and I just thought it was the same player winning week after week. That's not true?
No.
All right. I had no idea.
Thought there was some kind of a great woman golfer out there, but
I thought we had the female version of Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
But I'm mistaken. There's many different
billion
golfers winning every week.
Why wouldn't they just market it in Asia then? I mean, like, there's more Asians
I'm sure
than
they are.
white people.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure they are, because that Yao Ming has made basketball huge in China. Because, oh, my God. Although they'd rather wear a Kobe Bryant jersey than a Yao Ming jersey in China.
Thank God for the Redeem Team. It rhymes.
That was a bore fest.
Of course.
Hey, we're going to watch this one closely, though, because I'm sure the public, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, the special interest groups are going to be coming out of the woodwork on this.
Yeah.
How dare you do this?
They'll say it's racist.
Yeah. David, Kansas City.
Good morning, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm going to bust on Jimmy a little bit. Jimmy, when did Jerry Maguire try to get the home run record?
Oh, did I say Jerry Maguire?
Jerry Maguire.
Did I really say that?
These asses don't miss anything. It's too early for us to be accurate.
Jerry Maguire.
I meant to say Mark, but I said Jerry because I'm sweet.
I love the listeners that just let us, make our little mistakes because they understand out there. Okay, you meant Mark McGuire, whatever.
But no, can't let it by.
Steve, California.
Hey, boys. Good morning, Jimmy. Happy birthday.
Oh, hi, buddy.
Hey, the guy that called about the instant replay on the baseball taking too long and making it boring, it's not done by the officials at the ballpark. It's done at a central location set up by Major League Baseball, and one umpire's doing it. And that's how they're doing it. It's not done on the field like football.
Oh, so what the hell does that mean? It's still going to take some time, isn't it?
Sure.
No. They're going to have the same thing where they get 1 or 2 views, and that's it. And it's done instantaneously from a central location.
All right.
Take less than 20 seconds.
Well, we'll see about that.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, that's what you say.
I don't agree.
Whatever.
When you go to a sporting event and they go to the instant replay, it's kind of exciting, though. As you're sitting there wondering, oh, my God, are they going to turn around the call? What's going to happen? And then they do, and the whole place. One more thing about sports.
Under ordinance is being challenged in the Jeffersonville courtroom this afternoon. It involves the case of Eric Dottle, a convicted sex offender who wants to be allowed to visit that city's parks.
Eric Dottle's son plays sports, and he wanted to be allowed to go to the games. Earlier this month, a judge ruled that based on his past convictions, Dottle continues to be a threat to the community and denied his request to go to local parks. Now the ACLU is getting involved.
Well, this sign right here that says it is unlawful for sex offenders to enter the park is in every Jeffersonville public park, but the ACLU says it's unconstitutional. They say once an offender has paid their debt to society, they should have the same rights as everyone else. But the city attorney says the city has every right to make this a rule.
But myself, I feel more comfortable with those type not around.
By those types, Al Thompson means sex offenders. Currently, Jeffersonville prohibits sex offenders from entering public parks, but that could change. The ACLU argued in court today that any ordinance to keep anyone out of a public place is unconstitutional.
So what do you think?
I think the ACLU are idiots. I think they should open their houses to sex offenders. Let them play with their children in their houses. Why not? This is something they say because they've paid their debt. If they go to jail, they serve their time and then get out, that's it. But the rate of, what's the word I'm looking for, Stunt Brain? Thank you. Stunt Brain knows that. So Jimmy knew that, too. You got it out there. The rate of recidivism.
It's got a C, a D, a V, and an
Nah, it's a crazy word. Among sex offenders is worse than any other crime. These guys just keep doing it. There's no fixing it by putting them in jail. So they get out and this guy wants to go to a park. He's going to see little kids and lose his mind.
The right of society, I think, overweighs it. I remember I was in high school. We took a little social studies test. Mr. Anderson was my teacher, and I asked him a legal question.
Mr. Anderson.
I said, what if someone, we were talking about license plates and stuff, you had the right to put your last name on a license plate. So I said, what if somebody's last name spelled out profanity? If that's their legitimate last name,
right?
Would they be afforded the same rights to put their name on a license plate? And he was basically like, no, because the right of society to not, you know what I mean, to have profanity sometimes overrides the individual.
Right.
Like,
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, however you phrase it. I mean, it was 30 years ago, but 20.
That is, that's ridiculous, though. The ACLU should just, I don't know.
What if you give them
stick to other stuff?
What if you build a special cage?
Sex offender cage.
Sex offender special cage.
Special cage where they can sit there.
Escort into the cage, watch your son play, and then escort it out of the cage back to your car.
That'll be great. They'll all look like multiple MiGs just throwing stuff out of the cage at the children.
And you give him like a 15-minute head start. He has to leave the parking lot 15 minutes before anyone else.
Yeah.
End of problem.
They have like for a certain level of sex offenders. I mean, it's just all sex offenders not going into a park is kind of stupid, but it should be.
Is it?
I would like to know what this guy did.
Yeah.
Is it a Gary Glitter crime, or what are we talking here?
Was it? Yeah. Was it a sexual? What's it called? There's a difference between rape and I think sexual misconduct. I think sexual misconduct is like if you're on a date and you start and she goes, "Come on, stop," and you go with it anyway. I think that's not classified as a rape. That's more classified as sexual misconduct.
Well, because sometimes when girls say stop, they mean go. And that's the confusion us guys have sometimes.
Well, it's like the kid was saying when he called before. Yes, no, yes, no.
Right, you don't know.
Yeah, it's all a big
very
maybe.
Confusing.
Are you all right with this? No, no, no. All right, I'll stop. No, yes, yeah. What? Hey, you got the locals involved in this story. I'm sure they got something good. This is our favorite part of news stories, when the locals get involved.
Let's see what the local people, the regular Joes, have to say about this.
What do you think? What do you think they're going to say?
I think they're going to be outraged.
Really?
Yes.
Why not ban people who have been convicted of littering in the past, or convicted of drunk driving in the past, or convicted of injuring their children physically in the past, or convicted, et cetera, et cetera?
Ken Falk argues that Eric
I know why.
Liddell, the man at the root of this debate, is no longer required to register as a sex offender. So the state of Indiana must not consider him dangerous.
Opie, could you pause that? Opie,
and merely because you
Opie's hitting pause.
Oh, it won't. Oh, no.
You're at risk of injury.
Opie, could you pause that?
Wow. Oh, boy.
It was ignoring him.
Yeah.
What?
Stretch first.
Oh, boy.
Is it possible it could be the DVD? We haven't had problems with that one yet.
Yeah.
All right, I'll sit back down.
I would give that one another day in court.
Yeah.
But we need to know what's going on.
Give it the benefit of the doubt.
You sure? I think there's some ghosts in the machine. All right, hold on a minute. Now we got to do this and move it over here. What were you saying? Somebody was saying something?
The whole analogy this guy's making where you're not allowed in a park, and obviously this is an ACLU guy, if you're convicted of drunk driving.
And littering.
Did he say drunk?
The first one was littering. The second one was drunk driving.
Yes. Drunk driving. Well, a lot of times, if you're convicted of drunk driving, they take away your license.
Right.
So, yeah, if you're a sex offender, you can still drive. It's called, there's a certain crime, and then there's consequences that go along with that certain crime. So, if you're a sex offender, dropping you into a place where there's a bunch of children, it's probably not a good idea.
Because the alternate, they talk about the punishment suiting the crime. The punishment, okay, if you don't want that, how about this? Life imprisonment for most sex offenders because, like you said, the recidivism rate is so high.
Yeah.
How about we protect ourselves by just keeping them in jail for the rest of their life? If we're going to let them out, we should have certain parameters that they have to live by to walk among us. I mean, how does the ACLU It's like they just completely ignore common sense sometimes.
Yeah. They think they are just champions of the Constitution when, I don't know, really not irrelevant.
A lot of the ACLU cases exist just to make them money, because if they win the case, they get to bill all their hours, and the government has to pay it. And that's why a lot of these dumb cases, you go, why would the ACLU take that? It's just to
Paycheck.
make money.
Nice. All right, let's get to the local angle here on this story.
Or convicted, et cetera, et cetera.
Ken Falk argues that Eric Dowdell, the man at the root of this debate, is no longer required to register as a sex offender, so the state of Indiana must not consider him dangerous.
And merely because you committed an offense years ago doesn't mean you're at risk of injuring someone.
But Dowdell has a criminal record that includes domestic battery. Most recently, he's charged with domestic battery and strangulation.
I'm not going to comment on what is or is not pending, but that has no relevance.
Dowdell has asked the judge to exempt him from this rule, but the judge said no.
As far as parents and grandparents go, you don't want to have to worry about something like that, or your kids, you want a safe place for them to be.
If I knew he was here, I wouldn't bring her. I don't feel comfortable bringing my kids to a park where there's a registered sex offender.
Well, obviously.
What did he do? The sex offense you commit matters.
Yeah.
To me, it matters.
All right, what would be a situation where you would be classified and jailed as a sex offender? You get out, but it would be okay. Let me think.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, Jimmy. Is there something?
I don't. Rape is as awful a crime as rape is. I don't know what the likelihood is somebody will do it more than once. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's likely they'll keep doing it. I would love to know, like, if you get convicted of that and you get out, do most of them reoffend or not? Pedophiles always do. I mean, they're vermin. I mean, they always.
I say let the guy go to the park because You think the fathers out there are going to let this guy sit around a park while their kids are playing Little League? He's going to get a beating every time he goes to the park.
Throw him a beating.
Yeah, he's allowed to go to the park, but he has to wear like a bright yellow pantsuit and top hat. So everybody knows who he is. Top hat. Yeah, it's a top hat.
Wow, the phones are lit. They want to talk about this. We'll talk about this next. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony, got to go right to the phones, 877-212-OWN-DAY. Where were we before the break there, Anthony?
Oh, my God. We were talking about a case where the ACLU's taken on the cause of sex offenders. And they say they should be allowed in public parks. There's a park that has a sign up there that says no sex offenders allowed. And the ACLU is saying, hey, they paid their debt to society, they went to prison, whatever, they're out. And it's unconstitutional to put any other penalties on them. And other people are saying, you're dropping these people, these predators, into a virtual Disney World for pedos at a public park. So therein lies the little argument.
We did all that before the break?
Yeah, amazing, isn't it?
We're going to learn something about sex offenders today, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I think we're going to learn a little something. We start with Chris in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Chris, how are you today?
How you doing, guys?
Good.
Basically, my girlfriend, someone who she went to school with, has to register as a sex offender. He was drunk or something, decided he had to go take a piss, picked a tree or something, went to the bathroom. There were some kids around, had to go to court for it, and now has to register as a sex offender.
You got dumped out of. Let's just say this: your girlfriend's friend from school had to go to the bathroom, and he did so outdoors, and kids saw him, and he had to register now.
Yeah, I mean we've all done the outdoor thing. You got to be really careful where you're doing that,
and the fact when no one
really careful, even if you're really just trying to relieve yourself. Yeah. You got to be really careful, or you could be a sex offender for that.
Which is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We're not talking about that, dude. Or the people that do these weird things that are classified as sex offenses that no one is talking about.
Yeah, I'd love a couple of examples of that.
What?
Because I know public. Well,
that's what
relieving yourself in public. I think is depending on who can see it. I think. You get put in that category as sex offender. If you go out to relieve yourself out of your car in front of an elementary school, it's going to be a problem. If you're just in the woods, Uncle Paul, did you have a problem like that once?
Yeah, but I think a lot of people don't realize that
little Mary saw me.
Little tattletale.
Tattletale.
Keep it under your hat. That's a diuretic I had.
Diuretic. But if you're just pulling off the side of the parkway or something like that, and you're going, a cop pulls behind you.
How about a school bus drives by as you're doing that?
Well,
and a cop's right behind the school bus, so he sees school bus, and then he sees you to the side of the road.
If you're waving at the bus at the time, there's probably a problem. If you're in the woods off the highway,
right,
or maybe next to the car with your passenger door opened and positioned in a certain way, blah, blah, blah. I know I've done that. There have been times where you just can't wait. So you pull your car, you nose in a little bit, then you open up your door and make a little, like, V, a little triangle in there, or that's closed up pretty good.
You don't have to describe the V.
Yeah.
We've all been to sporting events.
Of course.
The old V.
So you kind of go like that. But, yeah, I guess in certain circumstances you could be stupid and be qualified as a sex offender when you're really just, you had to go.
How about this one? Larry in New Jersey. Larry! Your mother, Larry!
Hi, guys. I actually have two things, if you don't mind. The first one was, I think you guys brought up a case where some kids were riding in an SUV, and a minivan family cut them off, and they mooned the minivan, and a little kid was in the van, and so they charged him with sex offense. Are you there?
Little kid was in the mini. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah.
There was a little kid. There was a family. You told the story. There was a family in a minivan. The minivan cut off the SUV. The young boys in the SUV moved the minivan.
I do remember that. Yeah, the guys are considered sex offenders.
Yeah. Sex offenders for mooning a kid. Because there's a child in the minivan.
Well, now, see, I got to ask, just a mooning or complete with the fruit basket? Because the fruit basket, very offensive.
Was it the hanging fruit basket?
Hanging fruit basket?
Yeah.
Or the tightly knit fruit basket? Which one?
I don't know, but you know what? Either way, should they be never allowed in a park again?
Yeah, of course
or
not.
Never allowed on children again?
Again, I think there's levels of it.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're trying to figure out today.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, this guy in the story we originally played is a creep. Yeah. He's strangling people when he's not doing stuff with kids. I mean, he's a problem.
Yeah.
And then you got goofy people that are doing silly stuff, and all of a sudden they're labeled sex offenders. That's what I'm learning today, right?
Yeah, I think we have to make a common sense judgment with that. Like, does any reasonable person think that a guy mooning to make his friends laugh is the same as a guy who was fumbling with a 12-year-old? No.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to Steve in Ohio. Steve.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
I think with the extreme level, what they need to do is make those fellows like Ken dolls and just cut their genitalia off and make them smooth down there.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of people out there that are fans of the pedophile or the sex offender. Is this what this guy did in this case? Okay, the original story, this guy, Dowdle, something like that, Dowdell, landed on the sex offender registry after admitting that he engaged in sexual activity with a 13-year-old girl.
All right.
According to court records. However, I say however.
Yes, sir.
He was 21 at the time.
13, 21?
That's bad.
That's
bad.
It's bad.
That's bad.
But the point is, you should go to jail. But, should 25 years later or whatever, you not be allowed in a park?
Yeah, you got to think now it's many, many years later. So he was given a 3-year suspended sentence. The record.
Suspended the sentence.
Yeah.
I stood there like a fool, and those bastards, he smiled at me.
1996, 12 years ago. 12 years ago he did this. And now now he's 33.
Let me think. I knew somebody that was about that age. 21 and 13?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I knew someone that was about that age. Didn't seem wrong.
You?
Oh, no.
No?
It's Mitch Cumstein.
Let's go to Mike in Jersey. Mikey.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Oh, happy birthday, Jimmy.
Oh, Mike.
Listen, my dad was a pedophile for 30 years, was messing with these kids in preschool, Sunday school and stuff. Served 5 years for showing my stepsister a tape of him and his new wife having sex, right? And comes out, writes a book on how to help other pedophiles quit and, stop touching kids. So I moved down there with him, and he tried to start this karaoke business with kids' songs in an amusement park. Ugh. And then I find all these Word documents with like 10 pictures per page of child porn. There's tons and tons of it, man. They don't stop. They don't quit.
This was your father?
My father. So along with 3 of my sisters and my brother.
Wait, so did
your
father...
me, though. I was too young.
Oh, you see your father, he messed with your sisters and brothers, but not you.
Yep.
Poor kid.
That stinks, man. You hate him?
Hell yeah, I hate him. Me and my brother have a few murder plots, but, I'm not going to go through with it.
Wow.
Where's he now?
South Carolina.
Is he in jail?
Nope. He only served, actually 3 years out of a 5-year term for lewd act, which is the same as relieving yourself on the side of the road.
Right.
So you have no relationship with him, right?
No, not at all. But oddly enough, one of my sisters that was in touch, supposedly, still has a relationship with him. And we all, it's really weird. I mean, what's wrong with you,
Yeah, she probably was.
All right.
But anyway, have a good one, boys.
Jeez.
Thank you. Let's go to a former cop.
How does a father do that?
That is
just so out of the realm of anything decent.
Yeah. Oof. You got to know what you're doing, man. For the kid, for the rest of his life. What is wrong with you? Billy in Tennessee. Billy.
Billy Baroo.
What's up, fellas?
Hey.
As a former police officer, laws might be different in different states, but generally they don't see a difference between any sex offense. It's all one sex offense. It's up to the judge to determine how long a sex offender has to be registered and how long they can be sentenced for.
This is Roscoe P. Coltrane, former police officer.
You gotta. There should be a couple different things. You should be. You could be guilty of a sex crime, and then guilty of being just a silly goose. It shouldn't be the same thing. If you're mooning and you're just trying to be silly, and all of a sudden a cop sees you mooning, come on. That should be the same as touching a kid.
Well, sure, I understand. I agree with that. I'd have a hard time charging a group of teenage boys for mooning somebody. But as a police officer, you're trained to charge with the maximum thing you can get away with. So if you get caught for mooning somebody, sure, somebody might charge you with a sex offense and make you a sex offender. It's up to the district attorney and their lawyer to work out a plea bargain, because nobody has to want to go to court. The public defenders don't want to have to defend you, and the DA don't want to have to prosecute you. They want you to accept a plea bargain.
Yeah, you know how many cases just never go to trial? They just are plea bargained away? So many. I mean, more so than I think that actually go to court. Because you go up there, you go, I've done it plenty of times with tickets and things. You just talk with the guy, you plea bargain things down, you go, okay, we'll throw this out, we'll give you this. That's what you do now.
Yeah, the county where I'm a police officer at is Sullivan County in Northeast Tennessee has a 98% conviction rate, and hardly any cases go to trial.
Well, there you go.
Dag nabbit, how about that?
There you go. What about a lot of these calls coming in? We can't get to all of them. What about the sex offenders? They're sex offenders because they were 18 and they got caught having sex with a 16-year-old. Yeah, consensual sex, obviously.
That's crazy. Yeah.
But there's a lot of those. A lot of them just calling our show right now.
Yeah,
girl's a goer.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But it happens.
Oh, yeah, but it shouldn't be classified the same way. Any more than somebody, like these murders have different classifications, whether it's first, second, and third degree. I think everything should. I'm sure it does.
And we got Dano. What's up?
Good morning, Bubba Boys.
Hey, Dano.
Hi, Dano.
Jimmy's so cute. I just want to pinch his little cheeks.
Thank you.
Anyway, fellas, I was in the Army with a guy. And we were downtown in Austin, Texas. He stepped out behind the bar and did his business behind a dumpster and took a leak, and a cop caught him. And he got nailed for indecent exposure, and that put him on the sex offenders list for throwing a whiz.
And that's all he was doing, huh?
That's all. Well, that's what he said. Well, yeah. I mean, that's what he was doing. He got nailed for indecent exposure.
I got to be honest. I had no idea you could be, guilty of a sex offense for taking a leak out in public.
Yeah,
I'm done with that. I'm done with that. You get an angry cop, and next thing you know, you have to register as a sex offender for taking a leak
for that
in a parking lot at a Jets game or something, and there happen to be like kids around.
That's nothing. That used to just be like public urination. I think they called it. It was easy.
Right.
Now it's a sex offense.
There's a lot of those coming in right now too.
Punching out, boys.
Yeah, right.
All right. We're gonna move on a little bit.
Well, yeah, because people kind of clouded that one. Like, let's say we're not talking about those type of sex offenders. Like, let's say we common sense and we know the type we're talking about, kid touchers and people like that. Let's just say kid touchers. Let's keep it there. They should not be allowed in any park.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't have to be this blanket thing. You know, why not take a case-by-case basis?
Sure.
Right.
Stupid ACLU.
Like, you have somebody at the front of the park. We'll call him the park boss. And you have to stop in and fill out a little thing and get a photo ID with your crimes on it.
And say, what did you do?
Can I change his job title?
What do it?
Boner checker.
Oh.
No, because that's a mistake.
What do you mean?
A boner's a mistake. If you make a boner, it's a mistake.
Right, that's a mistake. It's just another word for a mistake. If you look it up in the dictionary.
Oh, really?
It's a mistake.
Oh.
Yeah, you made a mistake.
Yes. Park boss has an official sound to it.
Park boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got something for the Red Sox fans out there. It was a big night for the Red Sox. Big night.
What do you got?
Well, you got the Red Sox beating the Yankees, and your pal there, A-Rod.
A-Rod's my pal?
Yeah, because you're a Yankee fan, so that's
When
what
did that
you do.
happen?
Your buddy there, A-Rod, had a terrific night. And we have a montage of his terrific night. How much does he get a year for this? A few mil, right?
Yeah.
Here's A-Rod's great night in a montage.
Count 1 and 2. And A-Rod takes a strike. He doesn't love that call. And the 2-2. Popped up center field. Crisp coming on, and he'll make the play for the second out. And the Bluebirds here at Yankee Stadium not liking that at bat. So they are looking for something to cheer for. And there's a ground ball up the middle. And he just hit into another double play. And now the boos get louder.
Wow.
In the stadium. Alex Rodriguez having a dreadful season in big spots and clutch situations. We'll be back. And the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. And the Yankees lose 7-3. And a nightmarish night for Alex Rodriguez finally ends.
Wait, he had the final out last night, too?
Good.
Or was that just put together weird?
$28 million this year.
There you go.
Big clutch.
0 for 5.
Big clutch. Hey, can someone tap the Yankees and go, it's pitching, stupid. It's always pitching. Good pitching always beats good hitting. Always, always.
There you go.
Most times.
This is where they need him. What do they got? They're 5-6 games out. They really need him, and he's doing nothing.
Yeah,
once again.
As much as I don't like Jeter, Jeter has been such a great clutch player. Some guys just hit well when you need him to, and he stinks.
One of the isolated boos at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah. Homer was there.
Yes, he was. Jack in New York. What's up?
Hi, how you doing?
Good, Jack.
I'm in New York right now for the tennis, and I caught a baseball game.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's so dull. I mean, thank God it's not in London 2012. They're banning it from that because it's so dull.
Yeah, they are banning baseball from the Olympics.
Well,
the rest of the world finds it dull.
I got to stick up for it because you guys like soccer, which is the dullest sport ever, and your soccer hooligans just beat the crap out of each other in the stands like cavemen. It's an animalistic sport in the stands and a bore fest on the field.
Well, that thankfully ended a while ago in our country, thankfully. It still happens in Europe. But you know what? I'm sorry, but baseball, thank God it's not in London 2012. Let's have some tug of war or do our very own cheese rolling. Or how about some synchronized swimming?
Well, you know what? Cheese rolling is a terrific sport. I like the cheese rolling. What's that all about? The big circle of cheese goes rolling down the hill, and you have to beat the cheese to the bottom? Is that what they have to do? That is some great video if you want to laugh your ass off.
The
cheese roll is a terrific activity. You
hell
can't
of a
call it a sport.
How about what's the average age of a baseballer? What, 65?
72.
I mean, incredible. What are they doing in between hitting those balls? Do they eat burgers?
Are you like a morning zoo guy from England or something?
Well, no, but I'm here for the tennis. I restring rackets.
No, what are you? Something's going on with this phone call. We've been doing this a long time. What are you about?
Well, no, I'm serious. I caught a baseball game in San Francisco about 2 weeks ago, and I heard you guys talking about baseball half an hour ago.
Look, baseball's not my favorite sport. I'm not going to lie to you. I love the hockey, but why don't you explain to everyone why we should like soccer?
Well, the fact is, actually, soccer isn't the be-all and end-all. I mean, I do like football. I do, but there's many other games.
What do you mean by football? Soccer or football? Because you guys also call soccer football over there, and football is different for us, obviously.
So football was the first in the world. You know, you guys copied football, the name football.
Yes.
We copied the name football.
Absolutely.
And gave it to a sport that's a lot more exciting and fun to watch than your crappy football.
Well, there's not endless commercial breaks, for example, in football. You get 45 minutes of pure drama, and then a break.
Drama?
Where's the drama?
Where is it? They're kicking the ball back and forth. The score is 1-0 at the end of 15 hours.
First thing I would do if I ran soccer, I would make the field half as big.
Knowing you Americans, you probably put on about 5 or 10 different balls, wouldn't you, for the first half?
What?
That's the way it would work, wouldn't it? And then have breaks every 2 minutes.
Well, there are too many commercial breaks.
You're a wanker.
But soccer is endless and dull.
Yeah. You know, that's what you got to do in half time. You got to have a good old wank in the half time.
You stupid git.
Ooh, you didn't call him a git, did you?
Yes.
Oh boy, now we got a problem.
Now you're getting nasty.
All right, Jack.
You're full of bullocks.
Jack, obviously, we're trying to make something of your phone call, and you got the cute voice, the weird, freaking English voice. That kind of sounds interesting.
Oh, thanks,
on the
Bill
radio.
from Waterford. Go shag the queen, you wanker.
There you go.
Okay, I'll give it one for you.
Your queen is an old hag.
He just doesn't like baseball.
And I don't like
the
baseball.
queen.
Thanks, Jack.
Your queen's stupid, and she looks like a pig on your money.
Yeah. So's our queen. We just call her an executive producer.
You're having to go at the queen, and you've got George W.?
Hey, what about him?
He's going to be gone soon.
He's a douche, but at least, he hasn't been there forever.
Exactly.
For no purpose.
At least we know when he's leaving.
Stupid little wave.
All right, thank you, Jack. This isn't going anywhere. We tried with you. We kind of failed with the English chap. A-Rod made $34,500 per at-bat last night to go 0 for 5. So
nice.
He stinks when they need him. Great.
That guy mentioned the Olympics. You got a few discontinued Olympic events.
Mm-hmm.
There was another one that they used to do where they would see who could dive the furthest.
Dive the furthest?
Yeah. That used to be an Olympic sport.
But, go underwater and...
Yeah, but I think it was starting to get a little dangerous.
Yeah, that seems a little risky.
Well, the last year of competition in the Olympics for, this one, 100-meter freestyle swim for sailors. That was an actual Olympic event.
Oh, hi, sailor.
The last time they did that was 1896. They were done with that.
Yeah.
Then they had an obstacle race, a swimming obstacle race that ended in 1900.
Mm-hmm.
What was that about? What kind of obstacles?
I'm sure they had to go around little pylons maybe and swim. Zigzagged style.
It would be exciting if they threw a shark in the water or something.
Sounds dull.
Also in 1900, they stopped doing the live pigeon shooting event.
Wow, you'd think 1900 they still wouldn't care,
Yeah.
Live pigeons? What would they do? I guess it's like skeet or trap shooting.
Yeah.
And just real birds.
1904, you're going to have to look this one up for after the break. They got rid of the all-around dumbbell event.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, what am I supposed to do now?
I was going to go more with the proud tradition of the Nagel family winning that one. all around dumbbell.
I have no idea what that event is for real, but
that's a good one.
A lot of jokes. We won that?
We won the all-around dumbbell.
Could you find out what the all-around dumbbell event is, Danny? And then you got, in 1912, this...
The all-around douchebag?
1912, it was a sad year for Anthony because they got rid of the dueling pistol event.
What?
They actually did dueling in the Olympics?
How'd that work without somebody dying?
Were people dying or were they protected somehow?
Protected?
I don't know. Give them a vest. And then in 1912, they also got rid of the two-handed javelin event. How far can you throw a javelin with
two hands?
That picture's the all-around dumbbell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll put it up.
That's like an old school weight with the big.
The big round.
Ends.
Where you're supposed to have the big mustache when you lift it up and the tattoos of steamships on your arms.
Funny you should say that.
There he is.
There's the guy, a little chubby with a big mustache holding that big
like a
weird
dumbbell
thing. We'll put that picture up on ONA Radio. And then in 1920, they got rid of the tug of war.
That was actually a sport.
That would be kind of cool between a couple countries.
Yeah.
And then the rope climb. Too many people getting that funny feeling, I guess.
Friction burns.
Too many funny feelings happening with that event. They had to get rid of that one. The rope climb. All right. We will take a break. Continue. Oh, we didn't do the hot porn story yet.
Yeah.
And they're showing the video on TV. They're a little brave. They're showing it on TV.
Oh, yeah, they're so brave.
But a huge
total eclipse of the porno. Sucks.
We'll explain next. Opie and Anthony.
This is a recording.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Fuck you.
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line at 866-FU, line 1. 866-FU, line 1.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You fuck.
Opie and Anthony. Hi. Good morning. We got to get prime time in here.
Primetime Sam Roberts.
I didn't forget. Top gayest wrestling move. Right, Sam?
We were looking for a real gay wrestling move.
Sam made a YouTube video. I think this has legs, this YouTube video you put together.
Yeah, men's legs wrapped around each other, doing horrible things.
And brought up a very good point about wrestling when we were growing up.
Oh,
I don't think I was ever forced to do that wrestling thing.
I was forced to.
I honestly don't know. I don't remember.
It's horrible.
I'm sure if I was forced to do it, I realized that I just wasn't into that sport right away.
No, it was in gym class, and they made you wrestle. I don't know what it was. It was awful. I'd be on the mat. You're top, you're bottom.
Yeah.
And then the whistle would blow, and then all I knew is some guy is touching me in places I shouldn't be touched, throwing me around a mat, and then pins me.
I loved sports growing up. I don't remember ever trying wrestling. I don't know. Maybe I did.
Maybe you blocked it out.
Maybe I did.
Wrestle in the back of a fan.
Yeah. So we were talking about wrestling and how it made us uncomfortable growing up. And then you had the guys that did wrestling growing up, and they were really mad at us, blah, blah, blah. And then Sam jumped in and said, well, at least the WWE doesn't have, like, gay wrestling moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we said, come on. And we named a few, and then we forced you to come up with the top 5 gayest wrestling moves, right?
Yes, and I think I've got it.
Okay. We start with number 5?
Yes.
By the way, this video you made, it's going to be up on ONDARadio.com. Is it linked yet there?
Not yet. Will you send it?
Absolutely. I think Danny has it.
Okay.
Okay, so the 5th of the top 5 gay wrestling moves would be The Undertaker's Last Ride.
The Undertaker's Last Ride.
Now, what could this possibly be?
I know the pile driver. Is it kind of the pile driver?
No, it's more of a power bomb. But see...
Oh, I thought you said power bottom.
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
okay.
That's not even it.
Oh, this isn't the last ride.
No, this is it, but this is... Here comes the gay part. See, he holds him up.
Oh.
Okay. Well.
All right. Here's what he did. and then he throws him down.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Well,
good.
the throwdown's very impressive, but
Yeah.
right before the throwdown is...
He grabs him. He puts his head, the Undertaker, puts the opponent's head directly between his legs.
Yes.
His guy is bent over 90 degrees at the hips. His head is directly between the Undertaker's legs, kind of in a thigh lock.
Right.
And then the Undertaker picks him up and flips him onto his shoulders.
His own
but
shoulders.
backwards, yeah. Flips him onto the Undertaker's own shoulders backwards, so all of his manhood is that close to the Undertaker's face.
Well, before he gets to the manhood part, because he rolls him in such a way, he's getting everything of the man.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
It's like a man Rolodex flipping in your face.
It's like the Shroud of Turin.
Yeah, he rolls all the man goodness into his own face before he slams him down to the ground. So what is that called?
It's called the last ride, and what makes it different from a
last
regular
ride.
powerbomb is he actually leaves him on his shoulders for longer. Like a regular powerbomb, you just flip him up and drop him, but the Undertaker leaves him up there for a little bit.
To get every essence?
Well, I think it's
of
to
the man?
increase the impact of the fall.
The impact, huh?
But
all right. That's number 5.
Yes.
Coming in at number 4.
Wait a minute. So
it's the gayest move ever.
Yeah. We start with that one?
Yes. That's
and it's going to get a lot worse than that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Number 4.
Number 4 we touched on yesterday, and it would be a lot higher, but technically it's not a move. It's more of just a dance. This is Norman Smiley and the Big Wiggle.
The Big Wiggle.
Yes, from the WCW days.
This is...
See, he's fighting Terry Funk here.
Yeah. Oh, Terry Funk.
Sure.
And now he's... Wait a minute. Terry Funk is bent over, and now the guy's behind him,
okay,
and he's smacking his ass while doing some kind of simulated sex move on the gentleman.
Yes.
What is that about?
It's kind of just a dance you would see at a gay club.
Yeah, it's that, ride 'em cowboy kind of thing.
Yeah.
The guy, unfortunately, must have been hurt a little bit, and he was down on all fours, and this gentleman gets behind him and simulates a horrific act as he smacks the sides of his buttocks.
What makes it a bit gayer, too, is the fact that he's wearing a catcher's protector with the protection down below that kind of swings, making it look like something else might be swinging.
Well, he was in the hardcore division, so he would wear baseball padding like that.
Oh, yeah, he's hardcore. Right?
Yeah.
He's doing what I remember the Beavis dance. When Beavis and Butthead would dance, and Beavis would do that little dance where he'd pull his arms in and then make it look like he's smacking an ass.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
But he's actually smacking an ass.
Yes.
Is Norman Smiley.
Yes. That, pretty gay.
Yeah, and that's number 4.
Well,
that's only number 4.
And let it be known that the great Terry Funk, got him in the end there. So.
Oh, yes.
All right.
In
Yeah,
got him in the end? The finish of the match. Okay, that scared me a little bit.
Terry Funk got his...
little bit.
He had a chair.
Got his payback.
He swung the metal chair back over his own head.
Yeah.
And hit the...
Took care of the rapist.
Hit the sodomite.
Sodomite.
Across his head.
That's number 4.
Number 4.
That seems like it would be number 1, prime time.
Some people would think that, but not the case. I did a lot of research for this.
Okay, number 3. Gayest wrestling move.
Yes, number 3 is a tag team maneuver by the Dudley Boys, which I think didn't have a name. I think they just called it the What's Up.
The What's Up?
Yeah, because basically what we have here, there's Bubba Ray Dudley. He gets a guy.
A typical body slam.
Yeah.
Guy's flat on his back now.
But then he holds
his legs up.
Says, "What's up?
What's up?" And then
his half brother Devon jumps off the top rope and
but I don't get it.
That would be a diving headbutt to the groin.
Yeah, he headbutted. He jumped off the top rope as his brother holds the guy's legs back in a position that can only be described as a woman in labor.
Yes.
He's using his hands as like the stirrups. And then his brother jumps off the top rope and hits him with his head directly in his very sensitive region.
I think he's hitting the in-between area, but his nose is landing in the...
Why would you do that move?
I don't know.
That's a lose-lose.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no real winners there, right, Jimmy?
If the nose is an inch off, you're stuck to the other guy.
All right, that's pretty bad.
Oh, that is really bad.
Gayest wrestling moves, that's number 3. What do you got for the runner-up gayest wrestling move?
Well, the runner-up I thought would be the winner.
Yeah.
But it turned out just to be the runner-up. We also explored this a little yesterday. And
this is called the Stephen Carr.
It's actually X-Pac's Bronco Buster.
Oh, right, the Bronco Buster. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. This poor gentleman is in the corner. He's sitting because he's just been beat up. His arms are over the bottom ropes. He's stuck in the corner.
Yeah.
And X-Pac is bouncing on his upper chest neck area.
He's bouncing on his chin.
As he's,
Yeah. He's jumping up
he's
and
using
down.
his neck as a seat.
Yeah.
We saw
as
that,
he bounces up and down.
we saw that porno with him in China. Nothing is hitting that guy's face.
No, that's true. He was not packed. China was packing a hell of a lot more.
And, of course, his groin is right in the guy's...
Oh, yeah.
As he's
That's
bouncing
an
up and down.
awful wrestling
There's
move.
something worse than that.
Well, the thing about the Bronco Buster that we need to note is the groin is used as the weapon, whereas usually that's the vulnerable spot. Here on the Bronco Buster, X-Pac reverses it and uses his groin as a weapon.
Such a fine line.
Yeah. See, I thought that would be number 1, but somebody Facebook messaged me and said, Sam...
Facebook?
Yes. If you're going to do this gay wrestling thing, you have to check out Shoku Dino from Japan.
Wow, we have to go halfway around the world.
Have you heard of this guy before?
Have done your research.
No.
Did he fight Ali back in the day?
I don't think he did.
No, okay.
But he's a Japanese wrestler who I guess plays a character who is a homosexual.
Oh,
yeah,
right. Interesting. Okay, that's his angle.
Yep, and his move set goes right along with this character.
Does he have a name for his move, his finishing move?
His finisher is just called the Danshoku Driver.
Oh.
Now, the setup...
The word starts with boo and ends with...
All right.
Yeah.
See, the setup involves him first pulling his tights down.
Is he fighting a girl or a tranny in this match here? What's that?
That's a boy.
Is that him? Which one is him?
He's the one who is he's the one on top.
Okay.
Oh, okay. The big guy.
Yeah, go ahead and play it. So he starts off by setting up by taking his tights down.
Yeah. All right, and he's wearing a kind of
a G-string. Then he takes the G-string down to reveal another one.
A smaller G-string.
Yes.
So
and
now he's in a tiny little G-string.
He's going right toward the guy. The guy is stuck in the corner, his opponent. Oh, my God.
He does what I call the reverse stink face.
Wow.
Then he traps his opponent's head in his tights.
In his tights.
And pile drives him that way.
Oh, my God. And then he pins him.
With his crotch on his face.
With his crotch, yeah.
See, normally people would try to escape the pile driver, but in this case, your head is actually in another man's pants.
It's stuck in his pants,
yes.
So you can't escape that pile driver.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, we get to see it again. Thank you,
He
Danny.
taunts the poor opponent,
the guy...
getting him into the corner, and then he slams his hips right toward his opponent,
right,
burying what looks to be
face.
yeah the front of his thong, because he's wearing a thong. It's a little Speedo type thing,
shiny gold one.
Yeah, and you know how guys, when they wear Speedos, it looks like you're carrying your Aggies in an old marble bag from the 50s.
Not this guy. Looks like he has 2 pumpkin seeds.
And
wow,
he really jams that thing home.
We're getting all the goodness in here. You want to describe it further, Anthony?
Horrid. No, not anymore.
We don't have video evidence of all of his moves yet. I'm going to start searching for stuff.
Oh, I bet he's got some great moves.
Yeah, I read up on him, and he does a version of the Stone Cold Stunner.
Yeah.
That's called the Pipe Cutter, where it's a Stone Cold Stunner, except he is holding his opponent's groin.
The Pipe Cutter,
yes.
Huh?
He has a move called the lip lock, which is simply French kissing your opponent.
Who knew we'd get to this point with this bit?
Yes.
I really thought the Bronco Buster was going to be number 1.
No, he also has a move. It's similar to the rock bottom.
Mm-hmm.
It looks the same as the rock bottom, except he shoves his opponent's hand inside of his trunks, so his opponent is further stuck to him. I can't say the name of the move.
Wow!
But it rhymes with rock bottom.
Oh, okay.
Right,
so it's
right.
almost rock bottom.
Nice.
Except something else. Wow. This guy should be arrested for sexual assault. He shouldn't be wrestling.
Can't go to parks after a match.
No.
I think Vince McMahon should look into this guy.
Yeah,
Why
bring
isn't
him
he
on
in-
board.
Why isn't he in the WWE there, Sam?
I have no idea, but I think...
Bring me that fruit. I want that fruit right now. You bring him to me. He's going to be in the WWE.
What do you like about him, Vince?
I like his moves.
Yeah.
I like how he uses his big fat in all of his moves. That's right. I'd like to buff his ass. He's got some moves I'd like to see.
Yeah?
Yeah, I want to bring him into the ring and get him completely naked and have him stick his in everybody's. Now that's an attention getter. Wow.
Yeah. Dan Shoku.
I like the bottom. He calls it the...
Yes.
Wow. No subtleties there.
Yes.
Getting away with a little bit more in Japan.
I guess so.
They certainly do.
More.
Dan Shoku Dino and the Dan Shoku driver.
Nice.
The #1 gay wrestling move.
Right there in the pants.
This bit turned out all right. Prime time Sam Roberts. And the montage of the video is up on ONDayRadio.com, so check it out for yourself.
Primetime redeems himself from yesterday's debacles.
Yeah.
I don't think yesterday was that much.
We did, and that's all that really matters.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, we made Steve Coogan very, very uncomfortable yesterday. Extremely uncomfortable.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Should we take a break, or you want to do this porn thing?
Ah, the porn.
We could probably squeeze the porn thing in.
Can we? Yeah.
All the local news station, they got a nice video. There's some controversy. There's some outrage because a porn star decided to make a porn movie.
I don't even know if she's a porn star. I've never seen her. Jim would probably know if she was a porn star. I think it looked like one of those homemade kind of.
Well, she's a star today, my friend.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Porn star.
There she is. Wow. She's very tall. She looks tall anyway. Slender, blonde hair.
How can you tell she's kneeling with a mouthful?
Big. Well, that's true. She's got some nice cans, nice ass. You know, she's set up nice. And then here she is at the park. Here's the clips they couldn't quite show on the news. She went to a little park and went on the swings, on the little plastic slide, and things like that.
She's on a swing with a tiny little denim skirt. With nothing underneath. Yeah.
The janitors were trying to find the young pranksters that threw trout down the slide, but obviously they were mistaken.
And there she's on top of the kiddie slide.
Yeah, there she is. Yikes. What do you think, Jim?
Huh?
Don't know yet?
Well, she's really hot, but I'm trying to look and see.
Oh, I know what you want to see. If something is fat besides her hips. Because her hips are not fat.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
There's a picture down there, Dan. Let's. Wow.
There's a shot.
Yeah.
She's doing the wee
There's nothing
on the
wrong
swing.
with that, right?
I got to be honest. That's a lovely girl.
Well, outrage because she did this in a public park. It's daytime.
Fat man.
I don't see any kids around.
Look at her playing with her slip and slide.
Yeah. But they probably chased the kids out, you know.
So sexy. Where's that's New York?
Tennessee, my friend.
Oh, she's fantastic.
Here's the story.
All right, now to a shocking story.
Shocking.
Porn.
Depends who you are.
It's not shocking. That rules.
What's so shocking about it if she's doing this with no... What would have been shocking if it was on a Saturday afternoon in the park with a lot of kids around?
Yeah.
There's not a kid or another person to be seen.
It's just
in this
called
video.
outdoors.
All right, now to a shocking story in Bartlett. Porn on the playground. Police are investigating an X-rated video clip shot at one of the city's public parks. Action News 5's Jason Miles is live here now with the story you'll see only on 5. Jason?
Well, Joe, the video was shot in broad daylight, meant for those who log on to an adult website. But plenty of children could have seen it, too.
Bart, is that... Come on. As much as, you know, it's a little weird that it was in a playground.
Ooh.
You really think that plenty of children could have seen this, Anthony?
No.
I'm sure they had a, quote, closed set.
They chased him away, it looked like.
I know it's kind of like amateur porn, but I don't think they're going to be continuing the filming process if all of a sudden they see a mom and her son walking toward the park.
Jimmy, assessment?
She's very, very hot. I can't see the body part that I want to see because we're looking for shots of her.
Oh, yeah? What about there?
Well, there you go. You can see.
That's one right there.
Yeah, looks like she got bit by a mosquito, though.
Oh.
A little mosquito action just left of the...
Wow, is she sexy. Can you open that one where she's on her stomach, Dan? I want to get a good look there, if you don't mind.
Oh, it just goes to that goddamn video.
Oh, she's...
Oh, wait,
no,
it's a new one.
This is Jackie. Look at she's got the little dog tags on. And
yeah, there she is. Outside. She likes being outside, it seems.
Outdoorsy girl.
Outdoorsy.
She's earthy.
I like that outdoorsy thing. And now she's completely naked in mud.
In mud, even though it's a beautiful summer day with the sun shining.
I don't like the mud all over the body. Can't you just clean yourself up?
I agree.
Yeah, the mud's fun. Look, she's having fun in the mud.
I don't know.
She's really hot. I want to hear the way. Do they have like the local angle?
Yeah, let's go with it.
You know, this is bad because this is a local park. We come for the kids, and we shouldn't see that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Shut it.
Bartlett Grove Park sits in the middle of a subdivision, a favorite spot for children, and the site of an adult website porno shoot.
Hi, I'm at Bartlett Grove Park, which is a suburb of Memphis.
This clip begins innocently enough.
I thought I'd come out for the day.
But it does not end that way. The young woman in the video exposes herself on the slide. Obviously, it's too graphic for TV.
Okay, so she's sitting right there.
Yeah. Barbara Taylor sees the video for the first time.
She's definitely a tramp. She's just nasty.
And has a typical reaction.
A vamp and a bit of a scamp. She was a
V-A-M-P.
I'm not letting my kids go down that slide anymore.
Why? The kids go to the bathroom in their pants and then go down the slide. You idiot.
That's true.
One good rainstorm takes care of all.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Of all the dirt.
I thought there's going to be slug trails down the slide.
She's disgusted. Stop.
And then it continues. Yeah. Where does it?
Sure.
Wouldn't mind smooching with her.
Yeah?
Yeah, Jimmy?
Danny Berryhill is a Baptist minister who lives right across the street.
Boy, I wonder what he's going to say about this.
I love it.
A Baptist minister. Let's play. What does the Baptist minister have to say about this one?
I think he's going to say, it's about time. I've tried to get Foxy Jackie to expose herself on the children's rides and toys before. Funny.
Been waiting so long for this.
He'll say something about the community and...
Yeah.
This proves that there really is a God.
There is no God.
I've been dreaming about this scenario my whole life.
Danny Berryhill is a Baptist minister who lives right across the street.
I don't have any words. I'm a Baptist minister.
There's a word.
We decided not to publicize the exact website, but it's full of explicit pornography and a promise to...
Excuse me, can you pause that?
FoxyJackie.com. FoxyJackie.com.
The weird thing is that he said explicit pornography.
Yeah.
As if there was, like, subtle pornography.
Non-explicit pornography is not pornography.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a C-tease.
Foxy Jackie. She's sexy.
Yeah.
As the exact website, but it's full of explicit pornography.
That I perused for hours.
Pornography and a promise to visit more public places.
Is she violating a law?
Public indecency, yes.
Off the bat?
Right off the bat, yes.
Bartlett police are on the case after I clued them in.
I don't think this would be appropriate for an adult to see in a park, much less a child.
They say the model and those videotaping her could be charged with a number of other crimes.
These days, who knows? She could be over 18. She could be under 18.
A possible teenager whose adult job is causing big concerns in Bartlett. And we did do a cursory search of that website in question. The young woman writes that the video in the park was shot just last week. I failed to find any contact information.
He's this guy's a little douche, and after I notified them, this little faggoty snitch of a reporter told the police.
I think he is really into it.
Of course he is.
Really into it.
Must say, it's coming in like crazy. This is going on all the time. Nude in public places. They're filming this stuff
Oh, it's
a
huge.
lot.
It's huge on websites.
It's a huge thing on websites, sure.
Yeah.
The problem in this case, she named the park, or this would have never been on TV.
You're right.
But they are filming these things all over the place, and they're doing it in a way where they're getting away with it. They're making sure there's no kids or any of that crap around.
What's your favorite category? Porn category. You know, you go to those sites and they just have 100 different categories. There's sex outside. There's girl on girl. There's money. The money.
The money.
Yeah, money.
Oh, the money blank.
The finishing move. Just using certain parts of the body.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the big three. The big three parts.
I'm a fan of the when they.
Like, what's your favorite category?
I'm a fan when they blank the blank.
I don't get it.
My favorite would be I kind of like when they're eating a lollipop and it's really sloppy and wet.
You like that?
Oh, do I?
That's a little too much guy. I like you know something, that's good for part of it, but I like the amateur ones. Those are good.
Oh,
I don't like the regular looking porno chicks, stuff like that. Nah.
Amateur is way hotter than the
and real, not the fake
crap. Right.
You know.
Let's go to Ellen in Ohio. She used to do this. Ellen.
Yes, hi.
Hi, Ellen.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hi.
Yeah, when my friends and I were in high school, we used to love to go to our local park after school, and we would all just get naked and swing on the swing.
Holy. You're kidding me.
No, I guess it's a good thing we never taped it because...
Wait, because I was sipping my green tea. What did you used to do when you were younger?
Yeah.
We used to, after school, go to our local park and swing on the swings completely naked.
Wow.
Did you hear that, Ant?
We never taped it, though.
I don't think I heard. Well, like, when was it in your life, and what did you do?
Yeah, start over. We're a little distracted today.
Yeah.
When I was in high school.
High school.
My friends and I, after school, would go to our local park and swing on the swings naked. Got a big thrill out of it.
Oh, my God. Oh, my dear Jesus. They were in high school swinging on the swings naked with each other.
On the swings.
Holy mother.
To and fro.
Holy mother of Jesus.
Well, we don't know what you look like, though.
Oh! I like turtles.
Well, who gives a crap about you?
Wow.
Tickets are on sale now.
Really?
I would pay. I'd buy a ticket. So you'd swing naked with your high school friends.
Yes.
And how would this start?
Oh, I don't even remember how it started.
No, please remember.
No. Slow down.
You have to remember.
Yes.
Okay.
One day.
I
think back.
One day we were bored, and we decided just to walk to the local park.
Yeah, you did.
And it was really hot.
Yeah.
So
how hot was it?
Yeah, what was the barometric pressure?
Yeah. So we just thought it would be fun, and it was really fun to feel the breeze, and so we just kept doing it after that.
So the first time you do it, how many girls are with you?
3.
3 girls. And you, so 4 total?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And who was the first one that said, hey, let's take our clothes off?
Probably me.
Yeah, and
Goodness gracious!
And did you strip completely naked, or did you start in bra and panties and then decide to take the bra off?
I think I just went for it.
Yeah?
Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen.
Totally nude on the swing with your friend. And what, were you looking at each other and laughing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 28 now, actually.
And then when you reach like when you go back and forth on the swing and you reach the peak, did your boobies look funny? Like anti-gravity boobies?
You swing all the way around.
Boobies.
Get caught in the chain.
Yeah.
Oh, God. No, they never looked anything but normal.
Did you do that thing where you don't really swing, but you just kind of rock back and forth and slam into each other next to, the swing next to you?
No, but that probably would have been a good idea.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, I think we're going to...
What else can we ask?
Are you an attractive girl, Ellen? Not that matters, of course.
I was in high school.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, something.
All right, so long. Eric in Pennsylvania.
K-I-D-S. That's what I'm thinking.
Eric.
Hey, how come nobody's pointing out? How did this reporter happen to stumble across it if he just wasn't watching the website?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
At the beginning, they're like, here's a story that was found by this reporter, and it's like, how did he just find it?
I know.
He probably
perusing.
He probably got caught looking at porn, and this is the way around it with his
I'm
wife or
studying,
girlfriend.
dear. I'm
studying.
researching a story here, okay?
And then he went through thousands of websites until he finally found a way out. Oh, my lucky day. They're doing this in my town.
All right, this is in a park. I could use this.
All right, very nice.
Oh, and by the way, I forgot to announce it earlier, but we do have a winner for the worst shirt in history contest.
Let me look around the room.
Congratulations, Steve.
You're very welcome.
Yuck.
I think I paid $6 for this shirt.
Steve has a...
What is it?
It's a guitar shirt.
It's
but it's the worst guitar shirt I've ever seen.
It's got big black guitars. Like, one is started at his waist and comes all the way up to his neck, like the neck of the guitar goes up to his shoulder. And the other one is the upside down, where the neck of the guitar starts at his waist and the bottom of the guitar goes up by his shoulder. It's like two guitars laying toes to nose.
Don't even try to describe it. It's that horrible. What is that, a Les Paul in there?
Is it? Yeah, it must be. One's a Les Paul, one looks like a Ibanez Iceman.
Like tight, awful, and it has like little red design lines in
Yeah.
it. Oh, it's awful.
Oof.
I think,
I just took a picture. It'll be on.
Please put it up.
ONARadio.com in a mere few minutes.
Oh, thank you.
We have to take a quick break.
Looks like Jimmy Page's vomit.
Ooh, thank you, Jimmy.
Hey, do we have guests calling in today?
Yes.
Oh, Dana White from the UFC?
And also Chris Angel. I don't know if Chris is calling or if it's just Dana, but I know it's... he's going to talk about the Chuck Liddell fight, I think, which is Saturday, September...
Coming up soon.
6th? Am I wrong about that?
It's like in 2 weeks.
And what's Chris Angel going to be talking about?
Liddell's fighting him.
Oh, wow, I got to see that.
He's going to make something disappear. Where'd it go? I don't know.
Opie and Anthony.
The Opie and Anthony Show is now back.
A bomb of monumental proportions.
Holy shit.
What's going on with Aerosmith these days? Anyone know?
Nothing. No, what are they touring?
Old pals of the show. They used to do the show from time to time.
Well, Steven Tyler's got a tell-all book that's just coming out, so he's going to be making the rounds. I don't know about the whole band, but you'll see Steven in town very soon.
Very cool.
What does everyone not know at this point?
He's got some stories.
Yeah, they kind of told them all.
Then he used to bang a DJ here in New York, allegedly.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing about that. Mark.
A good old Mark Perreno joke. It's Opie and Anthony, huh? I can't hear you, Danny.
What? Aerosmith just put out their own Guitar Hero.
Oh, that's right.
Nothing but Aerosmith. Guitar Hero Aerosmith. It takes you through their whole music career from the beginning.
Wow.
So I'm sure they're doing very, very well with that.
There's money to be made with that Guitar Hero with these bands. Like you have a Metallica version, you have a Zeppelin version. That's the way to go with that game.
Plus, with with Rock Band and all these musical themed games, what you could do is bands are starting to release singles and their old collection as downloads that you pay for. Mm-hmm. So not only are they making money off their albums, off of the licensing, touring, now they're making money off of downloading these songs that you could play on your Xbox, PlayStation, whatever.
Who saw that one coming?
By the way, this song would be a very, very easy on Guitar Hero, right? But look.
I think it's actually on.
I got it, look.
No, I don't think you do.
Too easy, this one? 877-212-ONA. Want to say happy birthday to the star who had the greatest fall from fame ever. Oh. I will challenge the folks out there to come up with someone that had a greater fall from fame than this person who's celebrating a birthday today.
Can we guess who it is? Or you have
I would say
the greatest fall from fame ever.
Chevy Chase.
No.
Roman Polanski.
Ooh, that's
Roman
right.
Polanski, though, just won an Oscar. I mean,
That's true.
Jesus.
Yeah, you're right.
For what?
What
was that movie again? I
some
think I saw
movie.
it.
Yeah.
Wally.
Roman Polanski he's a good director.
He certainly is. Chinatown.
Yeah.
You want to guess?
How old is a person?
Yes.
All right, 56.
When do they fall from grace?
You know, this is where we realize that time just sucks because I would say 10 years, but I bet you it's longer now.
When were they at their peak?
80s. Late 80s, I would say.
Late 80s.
Pushing into the 90s.
Is it...
Gary Glitter.
No.
Is it... was it scandalous or just kind of faded away?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know. I know.
What?
Harold Ramis.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right.
Marv
Do I do an impression of the person?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Happy birthday to Pee Wee Herman.
Paul Reubens.
Of course, Paul Reubens is his real name.
Yes.
56 years old today.
56?
The greatest fall from fame ever.
Yep.
Wow.
Although Elliot Spitzer is pretty impressive. But,
Yeah.
But he's more in the political category of that.
Yeah.
Pee Wee had, the kids' show going.
Yep.
Pee Wee's Playhouse.
He was huge.
Yeah. And,
That ruined his career.
Yeah.
yeah, he pretty much...
Wait, he came back.
he did come back in Blow.
It was Blow, that's right. And he was great in Blow. And
Yeah, he was
people
really good.
I think Pee Wee's coming back now, but
Yeah.
then that was it, I think.
No, I stand corrected. Because then there was charges of nude children's photos on his computer.
Trading with the principal there from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Jeffrey Jones, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Travis.
What about 30 Rock? You liked him in 30 Rock, remember?
I forgot that he was in 30 Rock. He was hilarious in 30
He's
Rock.
still doing all right, I guess.
He was the little, but this is the comeback period. He
Paging
gets to do
Mr.
something every
Herman.
5 or 6
Paging
years.
Mr. Herman. You have a telephone call at the front desk.
Do we have the clip from 30 Rock? See, this is with a staff of 20 like we have, some of these things should be considered for the radio show because we played that clip when he was on 30 Rock and it was hilarious.
If we're doing birthdays, we should kind of have some stuff from each person whose birthday it is in case we want to just...
That's right.
Jay.
But, I don't know if it was child porn or if it was classified as just like quote-unquote art, like nude kids for whatever reason. But
He called it kitschy art.
Did he?
And it was, they were black and white, mostly pictures of nude younger boys and young men.
That's just, come on.
But he said he, considers it art because they're tastefully done and blah, 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 blah. You like naked boys.
Exactly.
God, these guys will try anything, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Now they're going with black and white photos from the 50s and
Yeah.
60s. Look, this is okay because now this kid's 60 in real life.
I remember, when the internet first started coming around and you had to find your nudity where you could instead of just knowing exactly where to go, Danny, you'd be like, hey, Danny, where is this porno? And he'll punch it right up. So, but back in the day, as I like to call it, the day, you'd have to go to sites like nudist colony sites. And wow, what disasters you would get. There's not one picture that's any later than 1965, and it doesn't even look like they're nude. Quite frankly, it looks like the women are wearing some type of, bearskin bikini. They have clown porn. What the hell was that? Look at this
you've never
picture.
seen clown porn?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, put that in my mouth.
Clown
Well, that was
porn
a
is just
horrid
stupid.
picture. Clown porn is silly.
That's just dumb.
Clowns and porn, they don't go together.
People have weird things with clowns, though. People have a fear of clowns. Like, years ago, I dated a girl who was terrified of clowns. That's like a real thing with people. Clowns have a weird effect on
Yeah. Clowns are definitely creepy. Hey, moving on really fast to some other things. We were talking about the assassination plot against Obama yesterday, and it turns out these guys are a bunch of meth heads, and they've kind of dropped the charges except for the drug charges or something.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty much saying there's no way these guys could get an assassination done or something.
Yeah, they said they were too crazy into drugs and meth and stuff to really pull this off, yet they keep saying they They don't like Obama, and they have weapons, but they're being held on their drug charges.
Yeah, they ain't going anywhere.
But I don't think they're charging them with any attempt on Obama's life.
No, but the DA says he can elevate the charges after the convention, so they may just sit on him for a while and then jack up the charges.
All right. Why make a crowd of assassins?
Yeah.
You know, they just kind of thin them out a little by putting a few in jail. Because, wow, this Obama's going to be one of the most protected presidential candidates and presidents in the history of this country. Believe you me. Because there are some fanatics, anarchists and revolutionaries, racists, that are really, really unhappy with the prospect of the first black president.
And that's just on the staff.
Right. That's what I was talking about. In this room.
I wonder which person in this room.
What?
Look around.
I'm very tolerant, to tell you the truth. I want to see, how this plays out.
I want to be around for a black president.
Yeah. What?
Just to see how it is.
Huh?
Yeah.
You do?
Just to mix things up a little bit.
Really?
How funny would it be if McCain took like a real swish as his vice president, like the most gayest gay guy? Just someone who kind of talked like that and who was just like completely
really
liberal
gay
and for gay marriage. And
wow.
McCain just kind of just trashed his vice president's policies, and his vice president attacked him.
That would be really good. And he walks up on the podium after they announce, and he's got his life partner with him. Big open-mouthed tongue kiss in front of a national audience.
And McCain looks to his left, and you can see he had no idea.
He didn't know.
He had no clue.
What the hell is this?
What the hell did I do?
I picked a goddamn...
I picked a fruit.
I picked a fruit.
That's too funny. Know what I was thinking last night? That McCain should have picked. Now, hear me out on this one. Hillary Clinton as the vice president. Hillary just blows up Obama's spot last night. She announces in front of everybody on that stage at the Democrat convention that she is going to be the vice president for McCain. All hell would break loose.
Oh, wow.
The confusion. What would people do?
Oh, my God.
What is going on? And then she gets to be president 4 years because McCain is one and done.
She might be president, a month after the inauguration.
By June.
The way his health is.
Yeah.
You just keep picking him apart.
Now, that's called shaking things up.
That would shake things up.
I'm just waiting for something to happen that really shakes things up.
She changes
the political
her party
process
to independent or something.
Yeah.
Who did that? Lieberman.
It's not that
Herr Lieberman.
Lieberman did it, and he's still a big wig in the political arena.
Yes.
Imagine she did that and didn't tell anyone.
Does that, accepts a vice presidential candidate, vice presidential ticket, and wow.
There would be some talking today, right? Hey, did we do the protesters? We got a couple quick clips of the protesters outside the convention.
Yeah, you know what happens? This happens every time they have an election. The conventions draw in lunatics, crazy people that are protesting everything. The cops keep them pretty far away from where the convention's being held, but the press loves going out and giving these guys attention. There were so many 9/11 conspiracy people. There are people there for, the environment, global warming, UFOs, it's just everything. And they got these huge signs and very elaborate, almost floats that they carry with them. One was an Earth with something rotating around it like these signs that we have to save our planet. And it took like 10 of these friggin' hippies to walk this thing down the street.
Can you bring a lawn chair? I would just sit in a lawn chair and watch that.
And watch. I would love to sit in a lawn chair.
Who cares what's going on inside? That looks like it's the real show outside.
Yes, exactly. I'd love to watch and just watch police batons getting bloodied. Oh, would that be fun? And just watch the red dot of a taser before you hear the blah! There goes another one. By the way, also, we got to mention how good Chelsea's looking. Chelsea was on stage at the convention. What the hell? She lost weight. She was getting her mother's thighs and calves, which was disturbing. but she was out in a little black, short little dress number, and she didn't look too bad at all.
Yeah, she absolutely slimmed down.
She's looking not too bad.
She's in the prime of her hotness right now.
Is she?
Yeah, she's got about another 4 years.
Yeah.
And then she goes down in the minor leagues and hopes that she could, get it back together for the big leagues, and then eventually she's in what? Just like Cape Cod? The Cape Cod League?
Where's that babe, Amy Carter? Oh, was she hot.
Can we get a recent picture of Amy Carter?
Yeah, where's Amy Carter?
You know who Hillary's body looked like in that pantsuit? She looked like Burgess Meredith as the Penguin.
Yeah, all stretched out with a bunt.
Out.
She had a bunt.
Let's see what the protesters are up to.
It had been anticipated that as many as 100,000 protesters would show up for the Democratic Convention. Thus far, that has not materialized. There have been thousands of people out here. Everyone has a cause and a different message.
I'm against the Democrats and Republicans because they're just one big corporate party.
It's up to we, the people, to push the politicians for change we can believe in. Don't wait for the politicians to lead we, the people, or it'll never happen. You hate God.
To those taking part, the issues are serious, including this group that claims the whole story about 9/11 hasn't been told.
The government, was totally in on 9/11. Everybody knows that.
Everybody just writes it off like everybody knows
Everybody,
that.
Huh?
And there were people protesting, I guess, the fact that Hillary wasn't the nominee. They were very angry. And they're driving around. And, Hillary's been talking, and the Democrats have been talking about global warming and everything. Well, Stuntbrain pointed out something very interesting. They were driving Humvees down the road, these protesters. They are a bunch of spoiled brats, hypocrites, or aged hippies that just don't know what to do with their time anymore. It's sad when you see them. That one guy that they showed that said 9/11 was an inside job, everybody knows that. The government was behind it. Everybody knows that. No, everyone doesn't know that. All the douches you hang out with know that.
They just want to belong to a group.
Yeah.
They want to have something that makes them feel empowered and strong and like they can change things. That's all it is.
Oh.
So they just join these little groups and cliques, and they just go along with it.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy brought it up yesterday, that Penn and Teller episode of Bullcrap, where they were saying how countries could get along as if they just trade.
Yep.
Another part of that episode was these protesters that join these groups just because they think they're joining some big cause, but in reality, they keep saying that it makes them feel good, so they're trying to protest something just simply for selfish purposes because it makes them feel better about themselves, not necessarily the purpose that they're supposed to be fighting for.
There you go.
The police presence here is extraordinary. Denver has nearly doubled the size of its force and has brought in 1,500 officers from other communities. Some feel it's overkill.
Security is obviously very necessary, but we're calling this Fort Denver because we think that Homeland Security gave Denver a grant, and they just had to spend all the money they could.
They're protesting even the security.
Protesting the security. Here they are, as a matter of fact, on the news. That's the story we were watching. And you look at these people, and they're dressed like American Indians. They just, like, every cause shows up, and they're all stupid. Yeah. Look at this guy with his drums. This guy thinks Hillary should be... They're walking down the sidewalk with a giant, what is that?
White House.
A big White House.
Is it? Yeah. Jesus hates who?
Sin.
Oh, Jesus hates sin, so they got the holy rollers. Then here's the 9/11, the truth. The end is near guy with wacky glasses. And there's the big globe. Climate stabilization. 9/11 was an inside job. These
neocon jobs.
Iraq, 9/11, and this is the guy that said everyone knows. And there's the big Humvees rolling down the street, just blowing out.
God, I would love to check that out.
Yeah, these are where the kooks are. This is where you go. Imagine sending our young Sam into that crowd.
That would be wonderful.
The audio. Holy mother of God.
You know what, though? The Republican convention will attract a lot of them, too.
Worse.
We should send somebody out there.
Yeah. All right, listen, we do have to take a quick break.
Good idea.
We got Dana White calling in.
Dana!
Of course, the owner of the UFC. We're going to talk about the Chuck Liddell fight. Let's see what he has on Rampage Jackson. Not looking good for Rampage.
No, man.
and some other things. And I think Chris Angel is going to join the phone call, possibly.
I'm not sure. I think so.
What's that about? They're working together or something?
They might be. I mean, when I was there with Bob Kelly, I saw Chris and Sully together. I didn't talk to them. They were across the room, but they were at the fight. So,
all right, we'll find out next. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony, we got to go right to the phones. We got Dana White from the UFC on the line. Dana.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? I want to start by telling you I was watching the Olympics.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, UFC in the Olympics.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
How cool would that be to see UFC matches featuring guys from around the world?
I hope I'm alive to see it.
Because last time we talked, I do believe one of your dreams is to take this global, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking,
in the next 5, 6 years, I mean, we're going everywhere. We're going to. We're already over in the UK. We have an office there. We're going to Spain, Italy, France. We're going down to Dubai. We're going to Australia. We're going to the Philippines. We're taking this thing. Right now, we're in 190 different countries on some form of TV, and now we're going to take the live event to all those places.
Yeah, you're just blowing up. But, there's a lot of countries we hate. Could you imagine you watch the American guy just kicking the ass of some country we hate?
Oh, yeah.
Put country here. I mean, it's not the same when, like, our diving team beats, Iraq's diving team. Who cares?
You're not getting that same
Well, you know what? It does have that international flavor to it now. I mean, we got Brazilians, guys from England, guys from Croatia. I mean, we've really got people from all over the world. It totally makes sense for this to be an Olympic sport. Think about this. You got boxing, where you can strike with your hands. You've got judo, where you can do chokes and throws and everything else. You got wrestling, where you can do takedowns, and they do taekwondo, where you can use kicks and punches. So it's really just putting it all together.
Yeah, absolutely.
What it is, mixed martial arts. It should be an Olympic sport, but it's going to take a while.
Hey, where are we at with Rampage Jackson? Now, Rampage did our show a couple of times. We love this guy. He was so much fun on our show, a great sense of humor, and he's in a lot of trouble. Now they're saying 2 felonies and 4 misdemeanor charges with that driving incident last month.
Yeah, he's the greatest, and he is. He's a great guy. It's one of those unfortunate things where he, when it happened, I was like, this makes no sense. I've known Rampage for a long time, and the first thing you think of, did he do drugs? Did he do drugs? It's the only thing that makes sense. So I flew right down there. What happened was he didn't do drugs. He wasn't drunk. He got something called delirium. It was exhaustion and dehydration caused delirium. So, he's in trouble legally, but, when he gets in court, the guy had a physical condition, what are you going to do?
Well, after he lost, what happened? He stopped eating and he was just drinking energy drinks or something like that?
He went on a fast. He started fasting. He stayed in Vegas, was hanging out at the pool, started fasting, didn't eat or drink water, was only drinking energy drinks, which kept him up for like 4 days. And
he didn't sleep for like 4 days, and then he jumped in that ridiculous truck of his, by the way. We've all seen the pictures of Rampage Jackson's truck.
Exactly.
It's then like, 20 feet off the ground, this thing?
He had dinner with Lorenzo and I on the Sunday night.
Yeah.
Then he was acting a little weird that night. We thought he was drunk.
Uh-huh.
We thought he was drunk. Then he flew home that night, and the next happened.
Yeah, then he got in his monster truck and kind of rolled over a bunch of cars.
A monster truck.
Yeah.
And so there's a woman who's he's being sued now by a woman who said she was 16 weeks pregnant, and she's blaming him for her miscarriage. But it happened 2 weeks after the hit-and-run incident, and you're coming out saying you think she's just kind of digging for some money?
Well, actually, they just came. They were going to file. They were wondering if that was true. They were possibly going to file murder charges against him, and it wasn't true. She didn't. The doctor came out and said she didn't lose the baby because of that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So that's not going to happen. Good.
Hey,
Rampage knocked her rearview mirror off when he drove by her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dana White, you're a stand-up guy. You're taking care of your boys.
Listen, he's a great guy. I've known him for years. He's a really good person. It'd be a whole nother ball game if he was on drugs or drunk driving down the street hitting cars. You know what I mean? The guy had a physical condition. It could happen to anybody, I guess, if you were fasting out in the sun and drinking energy drinks for 4 days. It could happen to anyone. But
have you talked to him recently?
Yeah, he was actually in my office yesterday.
And he's probably back to being normal, right?
Yeah. Well, what happens is that once they released him that night, they released him, and when he came out that night, oh my God, it was crazy. He was not the Rampage that I know. He went home. The police came back and got him from his house.
Wow.
And took him and brought him in, and he went in for 72 hours of psychiatric evaluation.
Can I back you up a second, Dana? Can you imagine you're the police officer? All right, this is what you're doing tonight. You're going to Rampage Jackson's house, and you're going to bring him in tonight, okay?
And
and go.
Yeah, he's right now. He's delirious. 4 days of energy drinks. Go get him. Bring him back.
Right. You should have filmed that for a little pregame show for the UFC there, Dana.
The reality is, though, he was the whole time through the whole thing. He was very cooperative with the police,
Sure.
and they 72 hours of psychiatric evaluation, and then they find out he's got delirium. So they treated him for it. They made him stay in the hospital. They had to put IVs in him, and they made him sleep. So he basically no medication or anything like that. It was dehydrated. Have you ever known anybody that's been dehydrated before?
No.
It's pretty crazy.
No. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy when that happens to you.
Hey, before we move on to the Chuck Liddell fight, that's why you're calling today. Kimbo Slice, I got to be honest, he piques my interest, this Kimbo Slice. But when we talk to yourself and other guys from the UFC, they're like, he's a joke. Where are we at with Kimbo Slice?
Do you know who he's fighting? He's fighting next?
Ken Shamrock, right?
Yeah, come on.
Who used to be in the WWF, but before that, he was an Ultimate Fighter.
Ken fought in the UFC too, and he fought in Pride.
Yeah.
Ken's won like one fight out of his last 10 fights.
Yeah.
He's 50 years old, for Christ's sake.
Is he really?
That's who they're putting him in against. And before that was Tank. You know, the reality is Kimbo Slice is always going to be the toughest dude at the barbecue. He can't compete in this sport.
So why is there always a buzz with this Kimbo Slice guy?
Because of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you go on the internet and you see this guy fighting people in backyards.
Right.
And that's why I always say, he's the toughest dude at the barbecue, but he's not an athlete, and he would get annihilated in the UFC.
They seem to know that too. It's like they're pairing him up, like you said, against guys. Like, didn't they want him to fight the guy, the Boston cop who beat him in that one match?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Boston cop that beat him in that match is not capable of fighting anymore.
Hey, Dana, would you ever?
Jeez, really?
Why? What happened?
He's messed up. He was messed up after that fight. That guy's been in boxing for a long time. He's a good guy. I've known him for a while, and he's in no condition to
fight
anybody.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Ken Shamrock is in this deal with us where he claims he has one more fight with us. We thought Ken retired after he lost the third time to Tito, and the same thing. We didn't think it was safe for Ken Shamrock to be fighting in the UFC. And you want to know what the reality is? Ken Shamrock shouldn't be fighting in the UFC. Ken Shamrock went over to England and lost to some no-name guy over in England. Probably, I think that was about a year ago. And you know what? Ken might beat Kimbo.
Wow, yeah.
If Ken Shamrock beats Kimbo, that would be the end of Kimbo Slice.
Yeah. Well, the last guy that Kimbo fought on CBS, they brought in this guy literally from the morgue for Kimbo to beat up, and Kimbo almost lost to him.
You got to be honest with Dana. The ratings they got, it must have been a little frustrating to you, huh?
No, not at all. We expected that.
Okay.
The first time ever on network television, believe me, we knew that was going to happen, especially with the hype that was around him from the internet. And but I don't think they'll pull those kind of numbers with him again after seeing his last fight.
Right. Hey, would you ever do like a Vince McMahon thing and really get a little crazy with the UFC, like do basement matches or
no?
Yeah,
no way.
No.
They're gonna keep it. I don't know. It's worth
wacky costumes and
it's worth asking. Maybe not wacky costumes, but
gay moves, gay finishing moves that we saw.
Do a match on the top of a building or something. I don't know.
Hey, were you surprised? Everyone's talking about from Russia, obviously Fedor Emelianenko, if I'm saying his name right, and then the big Tim Sylvia fight, and he beat him in 36 seconds, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a destruction.
Was I surprised about that?
I don't think anybody wasn't. I mean, you couldn't be not shocked to see the guy go down so fast.
Well, we cut Tim. That's how Tim ended up over there. We cut him from the roster. And realistically, when you think about it, he fought Andrei Arlovsky. Arlovsky dropped him in the first 10 seconds of the fight. We fought Randy Couture. Randy Couture hit him with a right hand and dropped him and got his back just like Fedor did, but couldn't sink the choke that Fedor sunk.
Right.
Tim Sylvia's been getting knocked on his ass for years.
So
Fedor went in and finished it.
So do you want what's holding up this Randy Couture and Fedor fight, because Fedor is, for the people that don't know, for all intents and purposes, he's undefeated. The only fight he lost was on that stupid, that cut, 17 seconds into a fight. So he's like the only undefeated heavyweight, I think, right?
I don't know if Fedor's undefeated or not. I honestly don't know the answer to that question.
No, he's lost one fight, but it was on a stoppage because he had a cut,
bleeding pretty
and
bad.
they shouldn't have stopped it.
Yeah.
Where he should have actually won.
He's an animal.
Who was it against?
I do not know. I don't remember the name, to be honest. But it was the guy headbutted him, and I think it was a headbutt or an elbow to the head. So the guy probably should have been disqualified. But it's not a real loss.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Do you guys want that fight with him and Randy Couture for UFC?
Yeah. Listen, at the end of the day, I always like to see the best fighters fight the best fighters, and there's only one way to find out who the best in the world is to have all the guys fight. You know? Yes, I would like to make that fight. I'd like to have all these guys fight each other. Not just those two.
Is the holdup that he only wants like a 1 or 2 fight deal, and you guys want him for a lot longer?
There's a million issues with that deal. You know, you got to understand his managers are Russian, and when we were talking to the guys originally, they're like, "Yeah, my brother is the biggest concert promoter in Russia, and we own a piece of land there. We want you guys to build an arena." I mean, that's what we were talking about. We were talking about signing Fedor. We're like, no, we'd rather just sign Fedor to a few fights. We don't want to build any arenas in Russia.
What do you think about, obviously, the fight you're promoting is Liddell, who we love, and Rashad Evans, who Rashad Evans, I think, is undefeated. He's like 16-0 and 1.
He fought Tito to a draw.
Yeah.
And he's 16-0. Yeah, no, and he's psyched for this fight. He's excited to fight Chuck. I actually talked to Chuck yesterday. Chuck's in great shape. He said last week was his last really hard week of training, and he was really sore and beat up, and took the weekend off and said he feels sharp and fast, and he feels great this week. So the Iceman's in great shape. He's pumped for this fight, and so is Rashad, so it should be a good one.
And what is it, a week from Saturday on pay-per-view?
Yeah.
UFC.com, of course?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know much about Rashad Evans. I'm looking forward to this. I can't wait to see this one.
Well, Rashad was the winner of Season 2 of The Ultimate Fighter.
Oh, okay.
He actually won at heavyweight. This guy was beating heavyweights, and he moved down to 205 pounds, and he's gone undefeated since Season 2 of The Ultimate Fighter.
Wow.
What are the odds of, because I think Liddell is, I mean, people just love Chuck Liddell. I mean, he's 39. I mean, he can still obviously have some fights left because Randy Couture is, 45, and he's still doing great.
Right.
What are the odds of Liddell or Rashad Evans, whoever wins, getting a shot at Forrest Griffin for the title?
Absolutely, yeah. Whoever wins this fight is in the mix.
Hey, Dana, is 39 too old for the UFC? Like other sports, 39, you're starting to look at these guys, and they're losing a little bit. But it doesn't seem like that is the case in the UFC for the most part.
In boxing, your career starts to decline at 30, 31.
Yep.
You know, these guys have more longevity because they don't take the punishment to the head that boxers take. You know, their whole careers, and it just depends on your body. If you can go, to 39, 40 injury free, absolutely you can continue to fight.
And that has a lot to do with the skill of the sport, you think?
Absolutely.
Hey,
well, what's starting to happen now, too, is think about this. Matt Hughes came from one style. He was a wrestler. Chuck Liddell came from one style. Randy Couture came from one style. All our big stars that have been around for a while came from one style. These new kids that are coming up, like the George St. Pierres and kids younger than him, learned everything at the same time. These guys have been trained in mixed martial arts. The kids that are coming up these days are just getting nastier and nastier.
I can imagine. Hey, did Brock Lesnar fight again yet?
Yeah. You didn't see the Brock Lesnar fight? He fought Heath Herring?
What happened? I have no idea.
Dude, you didn't see that fight? It had happened 2 weeks ago. Brock Lesnar fights Heath Herring, who is one of the most experienced guys in the sport, and a big guy, too. He's fought everybody. He fought over in Pride. He fought in Brock Lesnar comes out, hits him with a right hand. He knocks him back, like literally across the octagon.
Yeah.
When he lands, he does a somersault backwards. And by the time he's rolling back up onto his knees, Lesnar's coming at him like a train, okay? And hits him with like a takedown, gets on top of him, and absolutely hammers this guy for 3 rounds. I mean, the beating that he gave him was unbelievable. This guy's the real deal. Brock Lesnar's just going to get better and better and better, and I don't know. He's going to be a force in the heavyweight division.
Wow! So he came back strong from that first fight.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I had no idea. I'm gonna go check it out on YouTube.
Oh, you got to see it.
Cool.
You got to see that fight.
Hey, Dana, we love asking you. You have so much effing money. What was the last? We do this every time with Dana. What was the last cool thing you did with your money? Did you fly all your old pals to somewhere cool? What did you do?
What did I do? No, I'll tell you what I think I told you what I did last time. This time I'm hooking up with Billy Idol, and he's going to play for me and my friends at the Viper Room in L.A.
What, you just hired Billy Idol to play for you?
Yeah.
Like Jeff Spicoli.
Dude, that is exactly what I tell the Red Sox. I go, I'm going to be broke like Spicoli, man. I had Van Halen play at my birthday party. Now I'm broke.
Exactly.
That's me.
I think we're going to have Billy Idol on the show soon. He's a lot of fun, man. Billy Idol.
I'm really excited about it.
Cool.
Bob Kelly and I, just a suggestion what you might want to do with somebody. Bob Kelly and I went to the after party after the Griffin Rampage fight, and it was really cool, but there was not a lot of women there. It was just mostly guys just kind of standing around. You might want to just have some hookers at these parties. That's my suggestion. Would be appreciated.
Yeah, you might have some takers.
I'll start blowing my money on hookers now.
Yeah, well, just for us, because the comics standing there can't compete with the UFC guys to try to meet chicks. I have nothing to say.
And we're still waiting for our private jet to check out one of these big fights there, Dana.
Are you guys coming to Atlanta?
When is that?
It's a week from
Oh, that's
Saturday.
the one? Okay, it's in Atlanta a week from Saturday?
Yeah, I thought you guys said you were going to come to Atlanta. You said you couldn't go to the last one. Those two came.
My phone's not ringing, my friend. What am I supposed to do?
You're in. I thought you were already coming. Listen to this. I got this buddy of mine that lives in Boston. His name is Alex. This kid calls me. He's texting me 50,000 times a day because you guys said you were going to Atlanta. And he's like, will you sit me next to Opie and Anthony? Will you sit me? I'm like, dude, he's like your stalker. This guy, I'm like, I'm not putting you anywhere near these guys.
I would fly to Atlanta, no problem.
That's a quick flight.
No problem. I got an old college buddy down there, and we got a huge following down there, and then we get to see some UFC stuff. I
thought you were coming anyway.
Well,
and you're going to see your buddy Chuck Liddell fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd like to see Liddell fight, man. I really want to see Liddell fight live. He's obviously the guy I like.
Yeah.
Well, it's done. You guys are in. All four of you coming, or just two of you?
I don't know. We'll figure it out after the show today, Dana.
Yeah, whatever you guys want.
Wow.
It's done.
All right,
Thanks,
cool.
man.
Dana White, we love you, man. You're doing,
Same here, bro. Thanks.
You're doing great. Of course, Chuck Liddell and Rashad Evans, Saturday, September 6th, live on pay-per-view. Go to UFC.com, right?
Yeah, UFC 88, and this is a great fight. Hopefully, of course, personally, I want to see Liddell win this, and I'd love to see him get another shot at the title after this.
Well, you guys are in. Atlanta, baby. I'll see you there.
All right, Dana. Take care.
Thanks, Dana. Dana White from the UFC, everyone. Yeah.
Nothing. I'd love to see that Liddell fight.
I really would, too. I've never seen him fight live. I mean, I've only been to one match.
Live would just be insane.
Plus, he's a good dude. And
does Dana pay for the flights or no?
Yeah, what happened there? Did we talk him into him actually paying for the flights?
Are we private jetting, or what are we doing? Does Kenny have to get on the phone with the airlines? I'm going to Atlanta.
I don't know. I would love to know that.
Roland, figure out what Dana's willing to do for us.
Certainly didn't pay for
Make sure he knows that, there's a lot at stake here. If he does the right thing, we continue, taking his phone calls on this great radio show of ours.
And even if he doesn't.
If we have to pay for our own coach flights, then tell Dana to beat us. All right, we got to go over to the other joint.
Yeah, the other joint.
Later, dude.
Bye.
It's so cold in the day.
We have been this shitty since WNEW.
Here's what we do. Every day, for years and years and years, pissing in a bucket, cock blocker, fuck it, fucked up, fucking shit, fuck, assholes, eating a box of nerds out of a stripper's butthole, and shitty. That's all. How healthy could that be?
You're listening to Opie and Anthony.
What the fuck?
Show your man.
It's so cold in the day. Can I ask a question?
No, you can't!
Oh, Jimmy.
Why don't we do, on this side of the show at least,
what?
We don't do, like, what's in your pants, or why don't the girls call in for that? There's a lot of stuff we're not
Oh!
doing. Like, I thought about that yesterday. Like, we can't do it over on CBS, but why not here?
Because this is the call-it-in portion of the Opie and Anthony show.
Nah, he's got a point.
Not at all.
This is the watch the clock and
and
wait for 11 o'clock portion of the radio show.
I think we have a lot of fun over here. I honestly look forward to coming here every day.
Well, know what happened with the what's in the pants? I'll tell you, Jimmy. When we brought that great bit to the radio listeners, girls were still doing a lot of different hairstyles.
Oh,
and then
wow.
what happened was girl after girl after girl after girl, no hair, end of bit.
You know something?
It took
I
the
didn't
guesswork
even
out
think
of it.
of that.
Yeah, but we could get girls to call them.
Subconsciously, also, we're like, wow, this is ending the same way every time.
Wood floor
again.
That's okay.
Yeah, you're right. It's okay, but that's what happened. I think subconsciously we're like, oh well, it's going to be a wood floor again.
Yeah.
Right?
What happened there,
well,
sir?
Something that I was thinking about just yesterday that we don't do anymore is a version of this. It used to be the 6 o'clock queef.
Oh yes, the
think.
queef.
Yeah. We could
Some
bring that
girls
back
are very
over
talented at the queef.
Well, why don't we bring back the queef today?
Why don't we bring cake fart to the game?
Well, we would love
cake
cake
queef
fart
to the show. Yeah, cake queef.
When are we getting cake fart live in studio?
I think
we're working on that.
I do believe on my PC in the back office yesterday when I went in there after the show, Craigslist was up with a search for brown showers.
Right.
So I do believe we're working on finding
Right,
some girls.
Good to know the boys are working behind the scenes. Look, we need some dirty whores to come in and fart on cakes and other things like the videos we were watching yesterday. Calling all dirty whores, calling all dirty whores.
Bedelia, fart on my cake, Bedelia, you bitch.
Right on.
Oh, wow, look at that.
What happened?
Well, baby girl knew it was Creep Show, and she knows no movie references.
No.
Coin City yourself at home
all night.
Oh, yeah.
Last night.
Oh, yeah.
It's running through my Coin City yourself. And then I'm like, I wonder if that's how she said it. Or was it like Corn City yourself?
No, it's coin.
Oh, she really did?
Oh,
Okay,
it's
good.
coin. She did the whole performance, and it's coin.
It was almost 2 syllables, like coin.
Coin City yourself at home.
Hey, what was that guy criticizing the Dana White interview? Hey,
I don't know.
Can these fucking people, if there's a question you want to ask a guest, if we don't ask it, can you call in?
I guess,
and maybe it will get
I
asked.
guess someone's mad because
there's always somebody mad. When
It's Shirehorst from the Shirehorst family.
Oh, the Shirehorst.
We like Paul Shirehorst from the Shirehorst family.
What was his question?
He's actually, he's a good egg. He writes boo to the interviewers. He's going on Chris Angel, and you guys didn't ask him about it. Boo.
Chris Angel was actually supposed to call in with him and didn't. We didn't know why. We just didn't think of it. What should we have asked?
What?
Mm-hmm.
So, you're going on Chris Angel's show. Is there going to be some magic happening? What the fuck are we going to ask that for?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, I mean, we weren't avoiding it. We were asking a lot of UFC questions.
Let's tell the truth. We were scared to ask the tough question about the Chris Angel show.
Yeah.
We didn't want to get into that ugliness.
Wow, what pussies.
Well, we sold out.
We let Paul Shirehorst from the Shirehorst family down today.
Well, the Shirehorsts are notoriously nitpicky. Everyone knows that.
They sure are.
That's right. You want nitpicking? Go to Shirehorst.com.
Shirehorse.
Hey, a couple things. Top 10 overrated movies.
I would like to do that.
We kind of hate these list things.
Yeah, they're fun.
We used to enjoy this, but then you realize that they're just trying to be, too cool and all that.
Yeah, look how cool I was for thinking of this one.
Number 1, number 6, number 9.
Number 10, I agree with.
Number 2 even should not be on this list. You want to go through this real fast?
Yeah.
And then E-Rock put together some of the cringe moments on the Opie and Anthony show.
During interviews?
As far as, us and guests go. Yes. You got Chris Jericho on here and Dak Shepard. I don't even remember why that was uncomfortable. You got the Ed Asner. You got Oh, Linda Lovelace's sister.
Oh, that's a good one.
All right.
That's a cringe moment.
We're going to play a few of these today and a few of these tomorrow. Richard Jennings on here. Steve the Whistler. The Rock. Is that the original Rock interview? Oh, shit, really? All right, we're going to go old school. We're going to play the older ones today. As people have heard, like the Chris Carter. Mr. DVD's on here, Ant.
Wow.
These are,
that was an embarrassing moment.
I listen to the channel a lot. I haven't heard any of those interviews in a long, long time.
Mhm.
Probably you play them when we're on vacation, or I'm nowhere near an XM.
Because I know a lot of times when we go away and we replay things, a lot of times it's a standing rule. It's pretty much been, not many interviews.
Right.
Don't put many interviews on because, once you hear them once. But cringe ones
are good.
That's a different story.
I want to do the Death show. Did I tell you that one, E-Rock?
Goddamn Death show.
Oh, I didn't tell you? That was me dreaming?
Oh.
Next time we go away, like on a real vacation, 1, maybe 2 days dedicated to all the people that were on our show that are now dead. Because the list is growing, my friends.
It certainly is.
It is a growing.
Coins, city yourself. A corpse.
Coins.
Here we go. So we'll go through this fast. The top 10 overrated movies. Number 10, Training Day.
I totally agree.
Why?
It was an average movie. Denzel, it was decent, but it was an Oscar that they should have given him for Malcolm X. It was like a Scarface type of role. It was like, who gave a shit? Just, the dirty cop over the top. It was, I'm not saying the movie was bad, but who gave a fuck?
I got to be honest. I never saw Training Day.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw it. Jimmy's right.
Yeah.
Wow. It was very predictable. And
cops
just,
and rubbish.
One of those typical
Was
stupid.
it a good movie?
Nah.
It was fine. It was like, it didn't suck. I didn't walk out of there and go, I got to, whatever you do.
A chubby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I did have that.
Number 9 should not be on this list. This is just somebody trying to be cool. Reservoir Dogs, one of the most overrated movies of all time. That movie was great. The dialogue in that movie is terrific.
What was the reason? Did he give a reason as to what he said about why?
Well, he writes, this isn't a bad movie. In fact, it's pretty good and definitely entertaining, but for all the hype that this film received, it definitely qualifies as overrated. When the movie came out, was there a lot of hype? I don't think so.
Yeah, there's an ear got cut off. He was going to set a man on fire.
This movie's on the IMDb top 250 list, but the dialogue isn't overly impressive. I love the dialogue in that. And only a precursor to Pulp Fiction, which is much better, and a lot of this film is based on tricks, like the non-chronological order and flashbacks, which are used as style choices to hide plot deficiencies.
What?
This is a good movie, but it's hardly a best 200 ever. By the way, that was a brilliant move on his part because movie makers weren't doing that for the most.
Yeah.
For the most, right?
Yeah, like the Pulp Fiction was the same way. It wasn't in chronological order.
Now it's easy to say that because a lot of movies that come out with that same, tact.
Look how I don't like it, man. I don't like Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, I like the going back and forth.
Get out of here.
I loved it. You see how because it also slowly reveals things. Going back, it doesn't always hide plot flaws. Something like Tim Roth being a cop or whatever is just like it can be like a cool, slow reveal.
Right.
You can't reveal that in order.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I know. At the beginning of the fucking movie.
Yeah, what a bunch of fudge.
It would ruin a lot of things. Then in 8th place, top 10 overrated movies, you got Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. I have avoided all Star Trek movies myself.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Penguin body.
Not as cold now. I knew this was happening.
Oh.
Anthony, Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home.
The Voyage Home is the one with the whales.
Right.
That one stinks.
But who's thinking that's like a great movie that it would need to show up on an overrated
list? It's not a good movie. It's
there's a lot of hype because it's a Star Trek
It's
movie.
a gimmick movie. It's probably one of the worst of the Star Trek movies, aside from one, which really sucked. Yeah, how about give it to Star Trek the motion picture? Because that one got like a lot of hype when it first came out, the cast coming back together, and that sucked fucking total ass.
That was terrible?
Yeah, it's like fire a fucking phaser or something.
V'ger.
They did nothing. It was like they were trying to be like 2001: A Space Odyssey instead of Star Trek. There's the Enterprise all loaded up with fucking photon torpedoes. Use them. So then, The Wrath of Khan, that one's great. He tasks me. Mm-hmm. He tasks me. That one I like. And then Search for Spock. Meh. All right. And Voyage Home? Blue.
I never got the Star Trek thing.
No?
Nah.
It's fantastic.
No.
I only
Stay home, watch it. Don't think of girls.
I only like the name Gene Roddenberry.
Gene Roddenberry.
The sets just sucked.
Yeah? Even in the movies?
I never saw the movies.
You never saw the movies?
Maybe a piece
Well,
here,
you
a piece
have
there.
to watch.
I remember something about the whales. Wasn't there a whale floating in space or something?
A whale? There was something about a
a
whale.
It was a big whale, something about a whale. It was a ship that sent a signal down that only a whale could answer.
Right.
Or else the Earth was going to be destroyed.
Right.
And they had to bring whales back because there were no whales. They were extinct in the future. So they brought the whales back so it could talk to the little machine, and then it would go away. So that's what they did.
What do you mean you want me to talk to a spaceship? I can't do that.
What did he do? That's, I think, the third time you went after
I
him today.
love him.
Number 7.
I just can't get enough of doing Bob.
Number 7, another movie I did not see. The Others.
What was that? It was about someone who wasn't.
It says, it seems like everyone loves this film, but once again, this movie is overrated. It's slow and takes a long time to play out with intermittent scares. A fairly smart movie, but not overwhelmingly brilliant as many claim, with a legitimately decent twist, but the balance just isn't right. A little too long and boring. What was this movie about? Anyone? The Others?
A woman who lives in a darkened old house with her 2 photosensitive children becomes convinced that her family home is haunted.
I remember
with
that.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
By the way, they're dead.
Really?
Yeah. Her kids, they're dead.
By the way, anyone else suspicious that
never
Nicole
saw
Kidman,
it.
now that she's not with Tom Cruise, could get pregnant? Just saying.
And I never saw it. You ruined it for me.
Sorry, they're dead.
You weren't going to see the movie anyway.
Speaking of that, little Haley Joel Osment, he's 20 years old, and he's doing Broadway.
Yeah.
Can you believe that shit?
Wow.
Doing Broadway, that makes me a little suspect.
Yeah.
You know? Have you seen any tabloid things about him and girls or anything?
He's an actor.
Hey, it's Broadway, though.
He hasn't been connected to anybody, right?
I see gay people. They're everywhere.
Sometimes they don't know they're gay.
But then they have dicks in their mouth.
Yes. And they shave their facial hair and wear guitar shirts, but they don't know they're gay. I hope no one could see in my closet.
When they're horny, the smell of chlorine is everywhere.
Yeah. Yes. Was he? Wasn't he the one that was drinking and driving, or?
Yeah, he
smoking
did
the
get
pot? Was he smoking the pot and driving or something? Was that the same kid?
I think so.
I don't know.
Yes, he got into a little spot of trouble, but it's finished.
That's all right. Yes. Number 6, top 10 overrated movies. Scarface is an overrated movie.
Overrated.
Is it really?
You know what?
Is it really?
I've got to think.
It might be, even though I like it.
I'm not a huge fan of that movie because I think it's dated now when you see it.
It is dated.
Like
that's what it is.
There's no blood really, or
the awful clock in the.
Yeah.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, the awful clock with the big hole in it or whatever. Yeah.
That is so dumb. They couldn't notice the 12 is missing, and there's a giant hole in the clock.
Well, because back
where the
then, if
camera
you
is.
had a hidden camera, you got, old school cameras were nice and big.
I'm taking it to the limit.
Yeah,
I love this. I love this.
Yeah, big tiger.
Yeah, that's my tiger. Tony Montana just walking around. This is a montage.
This awful montage.
This montage.
He's
when you want time to go by fast, but where's the fucking South Park montage song? Because it's this.
Yeah, we got to do the montage song today.
This is the period in which Tony Montana is building his empire and getting his stuff for his sister, getting her hair cutting place, his tigers. Fixing out that you're just seeing money being counted and coke and
buying a new car, new suits.
It's time going by,
buying a
but
house.
it's fast because it's a montage. Montage. It's a montage. There it is. Here it is. That's exactly it.
It's the same song, though.
I know. They totally did it on purpose.
You want to do a little bit more? A little bit more of the montage.
I want to hear some of the lyrics of the montage song.
All right.
Oh, damn it, Monty.
So Scarface made this list.
Yeah, maybe.
It's just dated, really, is the problem with that one. Although, It's Code in the D. They love their Scarface.
Oh, they do.
They love. That's right. It's Code
Yeah.
in the D. But we're watching Scarface again.
It's Code in the D.
Number 5.
Everything you touch, you destroy. $200 you give to her. The mother, awful mother.
Yeah.
She has to be. Shut up, mama.
Take your money, Tony.
A lot of people saying that, yes, Scarface is overrated.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
His sister with her fucking Sam hairdo.
Yes. Do you want to fuck me, Tony? She
Tony.
got in her panties.
You want to fuck me, Tony? Is that what you want?
Yeah, look at the picture. With the Sam hair.
Yeah. It's fucking primetime Sam Roberts with tits.
Nice.
There's me with my tiger. Stupid chained up tiger.
It's all chained up, just roaring.
Yeah.
The big dumb picture of him in Elvira.
Ah, that's right.
But this was the video they played during the montage?
Oh, yeah, this is the montage.
Oh, nice.
Nice guy.
That hair.
That
hair is
ridiculous.
hysterical.
Yeah.
It is just a frizzball mess.
She should be fucking gunned down in a robe.
Oh, well.
All right. A young Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, she was lovely.
Pfeiffer
She
was all right.
She has a P and an F in her name in a row.
Wow, look at that, just doing coke.
Yeah, she probably has liquidy shits because she doesn't eat.
Look at this, she's just a mess.
Yeah.
Drinking and smoking and doing coke. Looking hot. Yeah. Shakespeare in Love. Number 5, top overrated movie of all time, according to this dumb website that we'll give you out.
I didn't see it.
We'll give you in a minute or two. What is Shakespeare in Love, Van? You see that one?
Shakespeare in Love?
Not even going into the Incredible Story.
Holy mother of fuck, would I not see that?
Is that
Based
DiCaprio?
on the name.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Let's just move on. Who cares? Number 4, Chicago was an overrated movie.
Sure it was.
That was a chick movie, right?
Yeah, musical.
Musical.
You see it, Jimmy?
Moments of it. It's about Wendy. It's a city. No.
Boo.
Yeah, that joke didn't go over quite as well as I'd hoped. It didn't seem to get quite the response.
Perhaps it would have helped if it was a joke.
Yes, it was more just kind of a statement.
Yeah, that Chicago would be the Windy City.
It really is windy. There's always a lot of wind in Chicago. One time my hat was blown off into the street, and it was run over by a passing milk truck. Milk truck. We have a milk truck around my hat.
What we should be doing is the top 5 montages in movie history.
That's
Montage.
great.
We got Scott in New York. He's got Rocky 3 had a great montage.
Rocky 3 had a good montage. Karate Kid had the
4 had a good
montage scene.
right?
4?
Rocky 4?
Which one was 4? The one with
Where he's training in Russia?
in Russia,
Oh, that
yeah.
was definitely a
I think
montage.
every Rocky had a montage scene of him training.
Of course.
It's like every single one.
You can't make a Rocky movie without the montage.
That's where the hit songs would come in.
Even The Godfather had a quick montage.
Did it?
The newspapers and shit.
Hey,
After he shoots Salazzo.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was kind of a montage when they went to the mattresses.
it was the thing to do, though, back in the day. Hey, Crisco is usually pretty accurate from Whackbag. She says that Crash was really fucking overrated. I loved
not.
Crash.
It was not. It was it won the Oscar for Best Picture. I think it's the best movie I've seen in the last 10 years. Crash.
Wowee. Wow.
I didn't think so.
I fucking
I
loved
thought it was good, but nah.
No.
If I see it, I won't stop on cable, you know.
Oh, I love it.
Number 3, most overrated movie of all time, Titanic.
I don't know about that. You know something?
They
the
bounced.
whole fucking thing, the love story, this, that, that's one thing. But holy shit. For the time, that fucking CGI was amazing.
They balanced the romance with the action. I thought it was.
Yeah. When the ship finally fucking sinks, that's a pretty good scene.
It was quite impressive.
Yeah. Hey, but you know who was in that? Bill Paxton. Finger of God. Stupid Bill Paxton.
Why isn't that movie on this list?
Yeah.
You want to talk about an overrated fucking
Holy
movie?
shit, thank you. Twister was
That's
fucking... It was huge when it came out. Everybody was talking about it, and it sucked ass.
There was no point
Yeah,
to the
extreme! We chase tornadoes, man. We're tornado chasers. Yeah! Oh, God. It's blasting the music.
That's why these lists suck.
No. Most people probably thought it wasn't overrated because most people thought it was shit. This is not looked at like a classic.
They
It's
looked
at
at
as shit.
But at the time when it came out, it wasn't.
Well, yeah.
I think it got good reviews when it came out and shit. They were like, oh, the effects are good and everything. And Bill Paxton. Hey, it's coming this way. No, It's already here. Shut up.
Let's say hi to Steve in Jersey. Steve.
Yo, what's up, guys?
What's up, man? Hey, Steve.
Good montage. Got Over the Top with Stallone with that cheesy song in it.
What was the cheesy song?
That winner takes it all.
It was always fake, like hairband music.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, they didn't realize to get famous bands before, you know?
No, because it wasn't cool. If you were a band, you didn't want your music played on commercials or in movies, and now it's obviously a great marketing tool. But back in the day, they're like, fuck no, our song, you can't use our song for that movie.
Hey, real quick, are you guys allowed to do Stoner Spelling Bee anymore or what?
Yeah, we could do that.
Because I won the first one on XM when you guys first came on there, and I want to come back.
How about starting next week, we bring back one bit a week?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
We do today. Actually, we're starting today. We want someone to do a queef.
Queefs.
We're doing
I
queefs
can't do that
today.
for you.
Next week, we bring another bit back. Maybe it's Stoner Spelling Bee. We'll check out some of the fan sites to see which bits they want brought back, and we'll do a couple here and there, all right?
Thanks, guys. You rock.
All right.
Also, when you guys are done with this list, if you want, I have here the top 10 movie montages.
Oh, yeah. There's an actual list?
Yes.
Oh, fucking A. Hold on. Let me go with Jeremy. Jeremy's What?
Worst montage ever. Val Kilmer, real genius, with some shit dick Thompson Twins song.
Shit, dick.
Didn't they only have one song? Hold Me Now. Hold Me Now.
How do you montage to that?
It must have been some. What song was it? Now we need to know what shitty Thompson Twins song it was.
Yeah, this one.
This is Hold
Didn't
Me
the
Now.
Breakfast Club have a montage too? After they smoked their weed and went dancing, it was a little dance montage.
Probably.
Yeah, I think that did. 80s was huge for the montage.
Oh, Lies by the Thompson Twins? Lies, 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 yeah!
See, because a lot of 80s movies had, the storyline was some young guy, or girl maybe, usually a guy, had to overcome something. Usually the blonde-haired son of a bitch of the movie that had the chick and the bad friends and everything like that.
Well, he was rich. Rich kid.
Yeah, rich kid.
With the looks.
And he had to beat him in either fighting, karate, skiing, some kind of race, something. And he had to go from nothing to knowing how to do the thing to beat the guy. So during that time was the montage.
He had to go from a zero to the finger-popping champion.
Right. Finger popping. Exactly. So that's where the montage comes in.
I'm sure the ladies out there are so happy that we came up with the term finger-popping.
Finger-popping.
Nothing says sore vagina like finger-popping. We're just the worst.
We're finger popping your daughters.
Right.
Finger popping. Jesus.
We're sneaking one in the pink.
Mm.
No,
What
in the
about the stink?
In the stink, sure.
What about the stink?
Real Genius had Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Shut up.
Montage for the end.
Oh, it wasn't Thompson Twins. It was that great band.
Tears for Fears.
Tears for Fears. Everybody Wants to Rule the World, sure.
Shout. A shout.
Get those stains out. Get it?
Get it. I love the get it part.
That's right.
All right, here we go. Number 2.
Ooh.
Private Parts. Most overrated movie.
Overrated.
Second most overrated movie of all time. Private Parts.
I'll give it that as far as accuracy goes, it gets a 0.
Mm-hmm.
But there was some funny parts in there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Again, I don't stop on it when it's on. It's not one of my like Alien or Aliens. I'll stop on either one of those. Matrix movies, boom, I'm stopping. Gladiator, boom, I'm stopping. That one, no.
I was just kidding. I want to see how you were going to handle that.
Okay. It did get a lot of hype. think I handled it very diplomatically.
I think you did, considering what we're going through right now.
Of course.
I just want to see how you would handle that. Actually, Clerks.
Overrated?
I loved Clerks.
No, every other movie, perhaps.
What do you mean?
Kevin Smith movie.
You didn't like?
No, I like him.
Dogma.
But no, that was good.
Mallrats.
I like him. Yeah, fun movies.
What about the one with the lesbian thing?
Chasing Amy.
Chasing Amy.
Clerks was very good, though. It was supposed to look like that and be like that. Why was it? Why do they say it's overrated?
Sections of film that were hilarious, but there were twice as many that weren't funny at all. Even worse, as any late-night store clerk could attest, these types of jobs provide tons of funny and ridiculous stories that could have been used in this movie, but were barely even touched, instead opting for a lot of cursing and explicit sex jokes.
Yeah, that's what made it funny.
And
What
that's
about the fucking Chulies guy coming in? That was a great scene.
And who's this ass? Late-night store clerks, that's what they're joking about? Sex and crap.
Yeah. What does he think they joke about?
Yeah,
you know... Why don't you just have some Chulies? Take some Chulies gum. Berserker! Would you like to make the fuck berserker? That's fucking hysterical.
My love for you is ticking clock, berserker. Would you like to suck my cock, berserker?
Berserker. Whoa, guy's fucked up. Like, he's just standing there commenting on him.
That movie came out in, I think, 1994.
Yeah.
And that scene still makes me laugh every time
That's
I watch
hysterical.
it. Fucking berserker.
Yeah, come on, sing it.
I think we're going to have Kevin Smith on the show soon, promoting his new movie, right? Jimmy, are you in the new movie? Did you make it?
Yeah, he's promoting our new film.
Oh, our new film. Our new film.
I hope I'm in it. I don't know. I'm going to talk to Mr. Smith.
More montages. Top Gun, yes. One of the greatest montages ever, probably. Footloose. Weird Science had a montage? I don't remember. Weird Science was a fun movie.
Weird Science had a montage. Let me think. You know who's in Weird Science?
Bill
Paxton was in Weird Science.
And
Did you spit in this?
And he's known for what? I don't remember. What was Bill's big claim to fame?
That was pretty Twister?
Yeah. I just want to bring you around to Twister a few more times today.
It's already here.
Most overrated movie of all time, according to List Universe.
We got Debris.
.com.
Do you? What?
Apocalypse Now.
Wow. I don't think you could judge Apocalypse Now like
critics
that.
trashed Brando's part. I disagree.
Yeah.
I loved Apocalypse Now.
Yeah. That's good. I don't think it was a very accurate depiction of Vietnam. I think it was more of a, kind of an interpretation of Vietnam. It's kind of hard to make an accurate Vietnam movie back then because it was still a little too close.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was a good movie. I'll sit through it if it's on. I'll pop it on.
Yeah, some great scenes in that movie.
Oh, of course,
it
was pretty groundbreaking for the time too. It was a very wide scope fucking war movie.
Yeah. I was joking about the Top Gun montage thing. By the way, Blaine L.
Nothing better in Top Gun than that fucking volleyball game. Gets me every time.
that's-
Sends shivers down my cock.
That's what I was getting at, Ann. That's why it was a terrific montage. Nothing but topless men.
Homoerotic and toweled men in locker rooms. That is the gayest movie ever fucking made.
Under the guise of not being gay.
Of being manly.
Right.
They're all on a carrier,
Yeah,
just in towels, smacking each other around, verbally abusing each other.
See, we got to do our own list. Like, it was fighter jet pilots.
Why would you play this and
on
not Danger Zone?
a carrier. On a carrier.
A volleyball scene. Wow.
And all that stuff was supposed to hide the gay undertones.
The complete gayness.
Right.
It's like, yeah. How do you know you're getting close? Because I'm getting hard. It's like, these are guys talking.
Yeah.
How do you know, like, the MIG's getting close? Because I'm getting hard, man. Can't you feel it in your hand?
Is that a corny movie?
Ugh!
I haven't seen it in years.
Corniest.
I don't remember.
When it first came out, I was sitting in the movie theater watching that, thinking, this is the coolest movie ever made. It's like from the opening scene. The opening scene while the credits are going. Yeah, look at, there's the volleyball scene. Thank you, Danny, for popping it up on the screen.
And look, all the guys watching the volleyball game have to be
They're
topless,
all topless, too, because it's hot out.
Hey, what was wrong with what's-his-name's body that he's the only one with a shirt on, by the way?
Anthony Edwards, Goose.
He's got something going on because he's the only guy wearing a shirt.
Goose didn't want to take his shirt off.
He must have a third nipple or something.
All right.
Goose had a vagina in the middle of his chest.
Yeah!
Look at them all.
They're high-fiving each other. They're oiled up. Gay!
Oh, look at that.
Look, he's got his arm around Maverick. What's that move?
Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You served that ball.
Oh, wow. Look at Anthony Edwards. What a dork.
Oh, a diving into the sand shot.
What a worthless scene this is.
It's the volleyball.
This was trying to get the chicks to come to a fucking fighter plane movie.
Are you sure?
I don't know what it was. And the gay men.
I'll believe this.
I don't think I like airplane movies.
No, you got to see the volleyball scene.
Yeah. Oh, the volleyball scene.
You got to question this Anthony Edwards. What was wrong with his
Yeah.
body?
Why didn't he want to take his shirt off?
He's the only one.
He probably had little cocks on his stomach. Second genital joke in a row.
Yeah.
Predictable hack I am. Fucking one-trick pony.
Yeah.
Look how long it takes Tom Cruise to put his
Get
T-shirt
that shirt
back
on. He's like, I gotta go, and
I gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go and meet a girl.
I gotta go ride my motorcycle by the airfield.
Yeah, and wave my fist.
My fist in victory
at fucking fighters.
That's right.
Somebody recut. They took all of the most gay portions of this movie and just put it together into like a 4 minute.
It's the whole movie.
It's everything but the planes.
Everything but the credits and the gaffer's name.
There really is a lot of parts to this movie where you're just
hilarious.
like,
what's going on?
I'm going to buy it and watch it again. It really is a corny
It's
movie.
so bad.
It's so corny and bad and cliche and gay and it's just really bad. And when, like I said, when I first saw it, like the opening sequence, you know, the sun's coming up over the carrier deck. And then they start flight ops.
Yep.
And it's just the coolest fucking thing. You're sitting there going, holy shit, this is going to be a great movie. Fighter jets and then it just turns gay. It turns gay and fucking corny as hell.
Who's the bitch in it?
Kelly McGillis, who, not hot.
And the song was "Take My Breath Away," right? Wow, 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 wow,
that was in there every time they were together.
It's a good song.
There it is.
Who doesn't like this?
Take my breath away. This was Berlin.
It sure was. I did a fucking TV show with her.
No, you didn't.
I did with the woman in Berlin. Me, her, and Coolio.
Really?
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah. No, it was Never Mind the Buzzcocks, hosted by Mark Maron.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Congrats again.
A little bit of trivia. You keep that under your hats, ladies and germs.
Top Gun homosexuality.
Hey,
what is that, Quentin?
Yeah, he starts off the video that I was talking about starts off with him explaining why Top Gun is the gayest movie of all time.
And what movie is that from that he's explaining? Or is
I don't know.
Oh, let's hear this.
I do remember.
Hang on. Let me start it from the beginning.
Yeah, I want to
hear
what
ready?
Quentin says.
Yeah.
What's the film about? What's it really about? What genre does it take?
What like the spine?
The spine.
Like one sentence? Like
no, I don't fucking Boy Meets Girl. I don't give a shit about that. Fuck Boy Meets Girl. Fuck motorcycle movie. No, what is really being said? What's really being seen? That's what you're talking about. Because the whole idea, man, is subversion. You want subversion on a massive level. You know what one of the greatest fucking scripts ever written in the history of Hollywood is?
What?
Top Gun.
Oh, come on.
Top Gun is fucking great. What is Top Gun? You think it's a story about a bunch of fighter pilots?
Yeah, it's about a bunch of guys waving their dicks around.
It is a story about a man's struggle with his own homosexuality. That is what Top Gun is about, man. You've got Maverick, all right? He's on the edge, man. He's right on the fucking line, all right? And you've got Iceman and all his crew.
Right.
They're gay. They represent the gay man, all right? And they're saying, go the gay way. Go the gay way. He can go both ways.
What about Kelly McGillis? Right?
Kelly McGillis, she's heterosexuality. She's saying, no. Go the normal way. Play by the rules, go the normal way. And they're saying, no, go the gay way. Be the gay way. Go for the gay way. All right? That is what's going on throughout that whole movie. He goes to her house, right? All right? It looks like they're going to have sex. You know, they're just kind of sitting back. He's taking a shower and everything. They don't have sex. He gets on the motorcycle, drives away. She's like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? Next scene you see her. She's in the elevator. She is dressed like a guy. She's got got the cap on. She's got the aviator glasses. She's wearing the same jacket that the Iceman wears. She goes, okay, this is how I gotta get this guy. This guy's going to the gateway. I gotta bring him back. I gotta bring him back from the gateway. So I'm gonna do that through subterfuge. I'm gonna dress like a man. All right? That is how she approaches it. Right. Okay. All right, but the real ending of the movie is when they fight the Migs at the end. All right, because he has passed over into the gateway. They are this gay fighting fucking force, all right? And they're beating the Russians. The gays are beating the Russians, all right? And it's over, and they fucking land, and Iceman's been trying to get Maverick the entire time. Finally, he's got him, all right? And what is the last fucking line that they have together? They're all hugging and kissing and happy with each other. And Ice comes up to Maverick, and he says, man, you can ride my tail anytime. And what does Maverick say? Maverick, you can ride my sword fight! Sword fight! Sword fight! Fucking it, man!
Fucking love Quentin.
Brilliant.
Quentin Tarantino, man.
The gay way.
And a little Dane Cook delivered.
I love that. It's like, and here's Iceman and his crew, and they're all gay. And they're gay.
What really makes that clip, though, is the cuts to the movie.
Oh, yeah, the cuts to the movie as he's talking.
That if they go on YouTube and just put in Top Gun homosexuality.
You'll get the movie and then this. Oh, God damn,
Get
that's
that for
funny.
tomorrow. We got to replay that on the other side. That's too good, man.
Gay way.
That's really funny. Very nice.
What's the film about?
Sorry. All right. Top 10 montages is worth going through real fast.
That too. All right, you ready?
Thank you to Teresa and Rockland and everybody else. Quentin does that in a movie called Sleep With Me. I don't know if the movie was good, but that scene is hilarious.
Well, if you guys want the top 10 movie montages of all time, number 10 is, of course, Team America, World Police.
Yeah, but they were making fun of the montage.
Yeah, they explained that how it's just...
okay. An homage.
Yeah. Number 9 is Naked Gun.
Naked Gun had a montage?
Naked Gun montage.
Let me see if I can...
Trying to remember the montage.
I don't remember the montage.
I should have the music right here if my computer wants to work.
Naked Gun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, when they're going out. Yeah, it's to Herman's Hermits. What's his name? Peter Noon. Something Good. It's called Peter Noon's Something Good. And they're in love, and they're kind of going around. And they come out of the movie theater laughing their ass off, and then the camera pans slowly up, and they're coming out of Platoon.
Right. That's when they're on the beach, and they're running towards each other, and they end up like closelining another couple on the beach, right?
More importantly, Anthony.
Yes.
With all the alcohol you drink.
Uh-huh.
When is it going to start killing some of those brain cells of yours?
It has, but just not the movie ones.
How the fuck do you remember the song?
I remember that one.
It starts with the part of the brain that is friendship and love. Yeah. It starts killing those. Yeah. Movie references go last.
Go last? Is that what it's about there, Jimmy? That's amazing, Ant. It really is.
Ant's a smart guy. Ant's a smart motherfucker.
No, I just have a little down like an idiot savant when it comes to things like...
Without the savant part.
Without the pesky savant. I hate trying to get rid of that savant.
Sometimes to be nutty, I'll pronounce it savant and then dare people to fucking...
It's so cold in the day.
In the day.
Let's move through the montage list fast.
Cold in the day.
Sure. Coming in at number 8 on the top 10 montages is Teen Wolf.
The
song is called Win in the End by Mark Safan.
Oh, I hated that movie.
I don't think I ever saw all of Teen Wolf.
Trying to pull it up here.
I like the other montage, Family Ties, where he starts off with a tie, and then he ends up with his hands just a jibber-jabbering all over town.
Teen Wolf, he was originally a wolf, and then it looked like he was a dog with fleas. Or a dog that just got rained on and came in the house.
And Michael J. Fox couldn't play basketball for the movie. Just awful.
Yeah. He's a short guy.
Yep.
He had the high dribble. And
he still
just
does.
Awful. All right, let's move on here. Another montage.
The best part about that movie is the fat kid from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah. He's in
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Chubby's playing basketball.
Nice bike, Pee-wee.
Where else we are?
Number 7 is Dirty Dancing.
Oh, right. The Learn How to Dance montage.
Yeah. What else?
Is that where they start off dancing, and then at the end of it, they're spinning and his rotted pancreas flies out? Holy shit.
He's one of the lucky ones, though, man. He made it.
Oh.
He made it.
He did.
At the end of my life.
Continue.
Number 6 is Revenge of the Nerds.
Getting ready for the big talent contest.
That's right. I remember that one.
The song is One Foot in Front of the Other by Bone Symphony. I like this list because it gives you the type of montage that it is. And this one is classified under cleaning.
Cleaning montage.
Cleaning montage.
Tom and Philly Naked Gun Montage was the baseball game with I Love L.A. playing.
That's another one.
They did more than one montage. Huh?
Yeah.
Karate Kid.
Everybody knows number 5.
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid.
You're the
Sweep
best.
the leg, Johnny.
Number 4.
Ghostbusters. This was the. This is classified under media montage. I remember this is when they were kind of blowing up, getting big.
Right, and they show the papers, the news, and they're all the crowds around them. Yeah.
And then at the end of the montage, Huey Lewis is walking away with all that asshole's money for the song. That's good.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Stupid Ray Parker Jr.
Exactly.
Let me take Huey's song.
All right.
Number 3 is the original Rocky.
Okay.
Well, yeah, where he's
self-explanatory.
Of course, a training montage.
No, it starts off with the turkey who lives a fun life, and he winds up being thrown onto an alley on Christmas, and he's depressed about it. Get it? Because he threw out the window.
I like the pet shop montage.
I do too.
Ends with a dummy falling down over some grain.
On a feed
On
bag.
some fucking feed.
And then Butkus pisses on her face.
Hey, Butkus.
It rubs his big dog balls on her mouth instead of calling 911. Butkus fucking scoots on her face and rubs his dirty dog asshole on her nose. Here you go, you
you fucking retard.
Four-eyed comatose zilch. Fucking later. Isn't that where Cuff and Link crawl into her vagina? And fucking the two turtles nibble her clit.
Cuff and Link.
Adrian grabbed her belly and just took a tumble.
Yeah. She was working too hard at the pet store. She's stressed out by her stupid brother.
What's number 2 there?
Number 2?
Number 2 is something that we've touched on before. So I think it's what brought this whole thing up. It's Scarface.
Yeah.
Scarface, yes.
Push it to the limit.
To the limit.
This is classified as a rise to power montage.
Rise to power montage, absolutely.
And of course, I was right the whole time. Number 1 movie montage of all time, Rocky IV, training in the Russian winter.
In the winter, where he's running through the snow and you can do it. Rocky, blah, blah, blah.
And they show him, Dolph Lundgren, hitting the speed bag with all the Russian machines.
Yes.
Not training like a human.
No, he's training like those Russians used to train.
Yep. Sly has a beard. He's lifting Burt Young's prostate over his head. Fucking strengthen himself.
Did he look like Cabretti with the beard?
Yeah, you're the disease.
I'm the cure.
I'm the cure.
You're the disease. I'm the cure.
Marion Cabretti.
Yeah. Go with Cobra.
Oh, we got a montage song happening.
Oh, he fucking stinks.
Looks like fucking Wolverine.
I think it's a spoof.
Yes.
Oh, this is the spoof for the montage?
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Yeah. Whoops. All right, we're going to take a break. When we get back, we got uncomfortable moments when we interviewed people over the years.
Mm-hmm. Looking forward to that.
Well, because of the Steve Coogan thing that happened yesterday. So, Steve the Whistler, what we said to The Rock. I think I want to start with The Rock stuff.
The Rock racist stuff.
We got Mr. DVD, Linda Lovelace, the Ed Asner moment, a bunch of others. So stay there. Opie and Anthony. A little Sublime, never hurt anyone, right?
Nope.
Any Sublime fans?
Sure. Date Rape's a great song.
What?
Date Rape.
Are you awake, Jimmy?
I'm so tired. Yeah. My nose is making it a little difficult for me.
Sublime has a great, like a greatest hit CD. That's wonderful, man.
Yeah.
He's dead.
I know.
He's dead.
You know that Blind Melon's trying to go on?
Without the singer?
Like 10, 12, 14, 15 years after Shannon Hoon died.
No one cares.
They had one song, maybe two. If you're into the band, you like two songs. but they're trying to do it again. That's a little weird. Know who was able to like not miss a step was that drowning pool, huh? Well, we had one of the last interviews with that guy, and I think they're still doing all right.
No way, really?
Or am I thinking of another band?
I haven't heard. What songs have they put out since he's been dead?
Oh, fuck. Maybe I talked too soon. I was listening to Squiz. Was I listening to New Drowning Pool? Is that possible? What?
Possible. But...
Oh, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Huh?
It's called Soldiers.
And they're doing well, right?
Yeah.
Drowning Pool?
They're actually on their second singer, I'm sorry, since Dave Williams died. But
Dave Williams is a great guy, man. We only talked to him for like 20 minutes one day, but he seemed like a really cool dude. He was. Does the song? They still have that sound, you know? Whatever.
Right?
Yeah, this was the one I was listening to.
It's good stuff.
I like it. All right. Oh, this is an older song, though. Sounds like
a year
else.
old, maybe.
Whatever.
Steve's an expert. He's got a guitar shirt on.
I sure do.
He's the expert.
Some instant feedback here where about his shirt said Guitar Queero.
Guitar Queero.
You're wearing to say that.
Play some Guitar Queero.
Steve, you made the, not you personally, but something you do, made the 9 worst recent fashion trends for douchebags. This is from comedy.com.
What's and what is it?
A dick in the buttocks.
Oh, well.
Well, 9 is shirts that make you look like you have a full sleeve arm tattoo. They got those shirts with the shirt underneath it that makes it look like you got a full arm tattoo. That's a trend though right now. Any sort of armband tattoo. Anything Ed Hardy. What's Ed Hardy?
I know that name.
It's a new. It's like a clothing line that's kind of gotten popular in recent months.
It's like a retro tattoo, I think, right?
Yeah, Ed Hardy is a guy. He's like an old school tattoo artist, and some clothing designer, I guess, licensed some of his designs and throws them on T-shirts and stuff.
All right,
huge.
Worst recent fashion trends for douchebags, according to comedy.com. You got Skechers shoes at 6. You got the giant plug earrings that stretch your earlobes at 5. There's a reason why we're doing this list. Number 4, dirty white baseball hats with cocks or beavers on them. Number 3, hemp choker necklaces. And the runner-up, worst recent fashion trend for douchebags. There you go, Steve. Shirts with flames on them.
I have to disagree.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Shirts with flames on them is a huge trend right now for douchebags. Oh, that. Okay. That's the Ed Hardy, sure. And then Lance Armstrong bracelets is the number 1 recent fashion trend for douchebags.
This is List Wednesday. I like this.
No, it was a quickie because we saw that it had flame shirts on.
Yeah.
All right.
Lance Armstrong has that scrotum that the second half is stapled over the cock. So it looks like a fucking... So the thing looks like a pig in a blanket.
Oh. He still gets the broads, though, Fezzi. He still gets the broads.
Sure he does. They know there's only going to be half a load to deal with.
Half to clean up?
Yeah, they swallow a little, it's done.
All right, here we go. O&A cringe moments. This stems from the fact that we had an uncomfortable moment once again yesterday with Steve Coogan,
Certainly did.
The star of Hamlet 2. And I heard there was some smoothing over that was going on after the show yesterday, right?
Yeah. I
smooth things over, hopefully?
I don't know. I mean, it turns out we have the same publicist, which I didn't realize at the time. But I emailed the guy in L.A., and he emailed back. He goes, hey, man, thanks a lot for contacting me and stuff. He goes, stuff happens. And I explained to him what happened.
I think people expect the radio host to be well prepared for every single interview, but the fact is, on this show, not so much at times.
Yeah, not so much.
Sometimes we step in a big pile of fucking horse shit.
Yeah, that one we stepped in with our teeth. Yeah.
Sometimes it's intentional, absolutely, but that one was so unintentional.
Yep.
That's why it was so weird and confusing at the end of the first half of the show yesterday. But it brings back other uncomfortable moments. Now, a lot of these are recent, so we don't have to go down that road again. But you got The Rock, you got Steve the Whistler, Richard Clary, Mr. DVD, Linda Lovelace's sister.
I hope these are only cringe moments.
Ed Asner.
We don't have to sit through too much of the interview itself.
I hope they look like shorter clips,
Okay.
so it looks like E-Rock put this together pretty well. And then Dax Shepard, one of the many guys that banged Kate Hudson.
Oh, yeah?
This was pre-Kate Hudson.
Wait, Dax Shepard.
I don't remember that one. Where do you want to start? Joe Rogan versus Daniel Negreanu?
Yeah.
The famous poker player?
Oh, yeah.
What was that one about?
That was about his girlfriend breaking up with him, and Joe Rogan talking about how it feels to imagine her having sex with a big black gentleman.
And he did this right in front of him?
Yeah.
I think this is a good place to start.
That was really bad.
Our friend Joe Rogan. He's a good boy.
Now, do you think now you broke up with her, you just think about other dudes just gorilla fucking her? Is that...
Who fucking killed me with the laugh?
Wow, really?
Whose laugh
I don't
is
know.
that?
Ed Asner's?
Sounded like a certain lunatic.
Now, do you think now you broke up with her, you just think about other dudes just gorilla fucking her? Does that haunt you? That's what I always think. I'm being honest. Whenever I break up with a chick, the first thing I think of is some other guy fucking stuffing her into the corner of a couch, just fucking slamming it, coming in her face. That's all I ever think about. I think about her liking it. I think, shit, I just let her go. And then that's the worst thing that could ever happen to you, is you break up with a really hot chick, and then during the soft period where it hasn't hardened, some other guy just...
There's a book called Arousal you should read. It'll explain what that's all about.
It's honest. Yeah. It's just natural male chimpanzee instinct.
I'm so with Joe on that.
Come on, man. It doesn't bother you, the idea of some other guy fucking the shit out of her?
But when you're thinking about really.
Her loving it, her worshiping some other guy's cock. This is the woman that you love, and she's just got her tongue out, and she's rubbing on her tongue, and she's coming in her face and closing her eyes. It's dripping off her fake eyelashes. That doesn't bother you? It bothers me, and I don't even know you.
One other thing, the guy's black.
Oh, my God.
It bothers me.
And you're not spanking it to that thought? What's wrong with you?
Wow, Voss was with us out there in L.A. for the poker thing? That's a very good question by Joe Rogan.
It is.
You don't want to know that...
you don't want to...
Well, unless you were married to them for 10, 11 years, right?
Well, then I really wouldn't care who the hell is doing what. The bigger, the better. More melanin, the better.
But that was uncomfortable because Daniel didn't enjoy that interview whatsoever.
No.
And we never heard from him again. And Anthony's a big poker player and likes these guys.
Actually, he did email me.
He did?
A while back.
Really?
And said that he understood that I wasn't there. And I'm a big poker fan, and I was the guy that knew it. And he has a sense of humor, but he felt like he was just blindsided. He thought it was just going to be a goofy radio interview. He didn't know, like, what he was walking into. I don't know, whatever it was.
It was still a goofy radio interview.
Yeah, but he didn't know it was going to be that goofy.
Well, we didn't know
to
that.
the extent that talking about his recently ex-girlfriend getting banged like that. So I think it took him by surprise. He is a nice enough guy. He's a very nice guy. But so I think it was a little odd that he was even on the show.
Right. All right. More uncomfortable moments interviewing people. Which one you want to play? Dax Shepard?
I forgot what that was.
I don't remember. We might as well play.
Yeah, play it. See what the awkward moment was.
Did you do radio?
Did I?
Blue Ribbon.
Yeah, no. I mean, I've done it to promote stuff, and I love it.
You got the voice.
Really?
Yeah, you got a voice.
Thank you.
You've
got the face for hand modeling. No, I don't know. Ooh. You're a handsome guy. That's what I was trying to say.
Wow, we're off to a weird start.
I think it isn't weird at all.
Who was that?
That's Dax Shepard. I don't know what he was going for there.
Yeah.
He's a handsome guy.
He is.
Not unlike Opie.
Maybe on the edge of the...
Why are you going after me?
I'm telling you you're a handsome guy.
You don't know how to take a compliment.
I know.
Opie was trying to fix it there. You don't know how to take a compliment as far as your looks go.
Well, what?
If somebody says you're a good-looking guy...
But it's a dude saying it.
It's not...
Well, that makes it twice as impactful. Creepy. No, a girl, of course, thinks you're handsome, but a straight man telling you you're easy on the eyes, that's the ultimate compliment.
Guy's confident in himself.
Okay.
Whatever.
It's kind of him, picking you up?
Yes.
I guess.
He's just being silly. Then we have Ed Asner. The Kristen Bell hang up. We haven't played that in a while.
Oof, yeah.
What do you guys want to listen to here? Linda Lovelace's sister, Mr. DVD, Richard Clary.
Richard Clary, man. I want to hear that one. I
Yeah,
haven't heard that one.
that was
since the day
real
of.
bad.
Well, I think this was the day back in the day when we were just assholes to everybody.
Yeah, that was like what everyone expected, I guess.
We had to adjust our tune just so we could get some celebrities on our show, but we were just dicks to everybody.
Yeah.
We didn't even wait to see if we could possibly get along with the person.
No, instant fucking in for the kill.
This was a biggie. This became a pretty big article in the newspaper.
Yep.
This could have been our firing back in the day. This was one of the close calls we had because we actually, I played some Hitler speech.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my argument was, look, the guy, he's Jewish, and he had no problem taking a paycheck from Hogan's Heroes.
From Hogan's Heroes.
Playing, a sitcom.
Which is a sitcom with Nazis.
That takes place in a concentration camp.
POW
Manny
camp.
gave me shit about this one.
What?
Manny Dorman. Because he was Israeli. I think he was...
Oh, shut the... What?
Wait, it was on Manny's radar back in the day?
It was in the paper.
Yeah. This was a biggie.
He was very sensitive about the Holocaust. And,
the owner of the Comedy Cellar, who's
he
no
never
longer
cared
with
about
us.
anything. Yeah.
He was a great guy.
He was pretty ruled.
He didn't know much about our show, so if it hit his
No, he
radar,
loved it. He loved the idea of the show. I think once in a while, like that one.
He was like,
playing Hitler speeches to a guy whose family died. He was.
Oh, it's Robert Clary. I'm sorry. Yes, Pierce Mark. I'm sorry.
What'd you say? I thought you said Robert Clary.
It says Richard on the thing, and I was just reading.
Okay.
I actually know it's Robert Clary.
Now, wasn't this at the time that the war was going on?
Well, I was born in 1926, and the war started in Europe in 1939.
Right.
Which means I was 13 years old when the war started in France.
Yeah.
When the German occupied France in 1940, then in 1941, we Jews had laws. We had rules. We had to wear a yellow Star of David. We had curfews. We could not do anything. And suddenly eventually we got all arrested and sent to concentration camps, and mostly to gas chambers.
Oh, my God. So,
and I have 13 of my immediate family was deported.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one who came back. I was lucky to survive the 3 years I spent in concentration.
Now, how did you get, how did you escape?
Well, I was young. I was 16 years old when I was arrested. Goodbye.
Opie. Oh. All right. Turn that off!
One second.
Well, he was stupid enough to call back.
How bad does he need to promote his book?
Hold on, I can't breathe. Hold on.
I am mortified. I cannot believe you played.
Wow. I forgot. He called back a couple times.
Yeah. We were kind of.
We kept getting him back on the hook.
Yeah, and he got back on the line, and that one just put him over the edge. And
wow.
The whole thing was the fact that he went through this the actual real Nazis back in the 30s and 40s, and him and his family, of course, suffered. I would gather from what he said, and then an acting gig comes along, and instead of having some principles and maybe thinking that the Nazis might not be the best subject for a situation comedy, he goes right in there and collects a paycheck.
That's That's how we explained it to the bosses back in the day.
Oh yeah. Still makes a good story.
I want to hear. We got Steve the Whistler still. The Rock, Linda Lovelace's sister.
Can I hear The Rock? I wasn't there for
All
that
right.
one.
The Rock was uncomfortable.
I wasn't there for
This
that
was the greatest blindside ever.
Yeah.
This actually goes with what happened yesterday for the most part. We didn't have the knowledge. We had, I forgot his name. He used to be a huge fan of the show.
Sick
Boy. Used to be, maybe he still is, maybe he changed his name. Because, man, you want to talk about someone like just disappearing after this. Sick Boy disappeared.
Sick Boy ended up going, I think maybe even, don't quote me on this, going out with and perhaps even marrying the famous Beba.
Beba?
Spaz's ex-girlfriend.
Wow.
The famous Beba. Beba was pretty all right.
She was
tall, kind of strawberry blondish hair and stuff. But yes, Sick Boy ended up hooking up with her.
Okay.
They're married?
I don't know. Did they get married there, Steve? Yes.
They did.
They did. They did an icky thing.
You keep in touch with Sick Boy?
Yeah, I spoke to him about 2 weeks ago.
How's Beba?
She just had her third child. I
Get
believe.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
How fucking long have we been on the radio?
Fucking fertile sons of bitches
Yeah,
they are, huh?
Yeah, she just had their third kid, and they live in the Midwest.
Can we make
In the Midwest?
What happened?
Ohio.
Where have we been?
How old are we?
What fucking happened?
Did we just wake up in a time
We've been
machine?
unconscious.
Let's make a pact.
All right.
Seriously, 2 more years.
And then what? We shoot each other in the head?
Don't even have to. But just 2 more years. Let's put a limit on this thing.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm not even joking.
I don't want.
What else can we do with this dumb thing? 2 more years. Okay. That's it.
Steve, where did they go on their honeymoon?
Yeah.
Is that fair? 2 more years?
2 years.
That's all we need to do. 2 more years. Jimmy, get HBO to hire you in the next 2 years.
I'm hoping they hire me by September.
2 more years, and then we do other things.
I don't want to do that thing. I can
And
do
we'll do
both.
his political talk, and I'll start spinning
That's what I
twofers
figured
again.
I'll do.
I'm going to spin twofers again. You do the political
I'll
talk.
do political talk with a twist.
We really have to put an end to this. I say 2 more. That's it.
2 more.
Yes, before I'm 40.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
You are?
No, I'm 27, according to We Fit, my friend. 27 years young. That's my new age, 27.
Did you do We Fit?
We Fit years, I'm 27. And
27 in We Fit years?
And every interview, when they ask me how old I am, I'm going to go, I'm 27 in We Fit years.
We Fit years.
That's right. I don't acknowledge the real age anymore.
Uh-huh.
I will only acknowledge We Fit years. So if you call up this show, you tell me how old you are in We Fit years.
I'm 57 years young.
Young.
I'll be 58 in March.
Get the word out. We made an announcement today. 2 more years, and that's it. Done. Because we're going to renew with somebody. It might be CB
How does-
Radio at this point, but then two more, and we're done.
How the hell does so much happen?
I don't know. 3 kids? What the fuck?
Well, 2 could be twins.
Beba.
Beba?
Beba.
They could have pumped out 1 a year. Ga-bing, ga-bing, ga-bing.
I know how it could happen, Jimmy. You don't have to actually explain
The
it.
vagina opens up and the little life force tumbles out.
The life force. First, some spermatozoa is needed to
That's right.
fertilize the egg.
It fertilizes the egg, and then the lady gets fat, and the body goes to hell in a handbasket, and something that's going to crash your car in 17 years falls out of your cunt.
Shit. Let's say hi to Greg on Long Island. Greg.
Good evening.
How you doing?
Hey.
What do you mean 2 more years? Isn't it 34 days?
Well, 34 days. We're in the cone of silence, but seems like Bob is also in the cone of silence.
We'll get answers.
I love just making Anthony nervous.
Don't worry.
It's just a joke.
Just a joke.
I want to hear the rock one.
All right, we're going to play the rock. Maybe we'll squeeze 3 years, but 2. I think 2. That's it. What else you want from us? We've done it all.
This is a very easy job.
No, it's also an easy job. Not working.
Nah,
That's
boring,
the easiest
Being-
job of
being
all.
retired.
I couldn't do that. I'd be out of my mind not working.
Okay, here we go. What are we playing? The Rock.
I'll work till I'm
The
90,
Rock.
God bless me.
Going back to Sick Boy. I don't know if we were huge wrestling fans at this time.
We were
getting
into it, yeah.
But we figured it would be cool. We have The Rock. He's like
big name.
Kind of. He was on his way up. He was
Definitely.
He became a lot bigger, I believe, after our interview. But we figured the Sick Boy. He runs a wrestling site, so this is perfect. We'll bring him in, and when we're like faltering, because we weren't the greatest interviewers back then, certainly. I think we're a lot better these days. We could at least go, Sick Boy, what do you got for The Rock? It makes it easy, right?
Yeah, and Sick Boy knew a lot about wrestling because he ran a wrestling website.
Yeah.
There was a website that he ran
Yeah.
that had wrestling message boards,
Yeah.
wrestling information, and therein lies the problem.
Yeah. Listen to this. A showstopper. You're about to hear a showstopper.
We got Sick Boy in the studio. He's like a wrestling expert. You got a quick question for The Rock there, Sick Boy? He's been chomping at the bit all afternoon.
Yeah, I was actually kind of curious about. Remember the MTV special over the summer? They had the feature on Tony Atlas, who was your dad's tag team partner. I was kind of wondering if you saw that and what you thought about it. They kind of highlighted some of the hard times that Tony's gone through over the years, and him talking about being so desperate that he wanted to kill himself and all that. And just what your thought on it was, with your dad being his partner.
Perfect question.
There's a good question. It's a little inside, but I mean, it's very in depth. I mean, that question.
Right.
Asking, it's relevant to The Rock.
Yeah.
It's
Sure.
relevant to wrestling fans.
Sure.
Asked by a wrestling fan. Very professionally asked, too.
Yeah.
The guy did a great job.
Well thought out.
Well thought out.
Right.
And how does The Rock answer?
Oh, well, here it is.
Well, before The Rock actually answers that, just out of curiosity, The Rock's heard of your name, and The Rock's got a question for you regarding your website.
Oh, no. Nervous
Actually, I had no
laughter.
idea it was you who goes by the name of Sick Boy, but
Right.
it was brought to my attention last night from the office that your website carries a lot of racist comments, and I just want to hear about that. And for the most part, I just want to know, it sounds like all you guys are friends, and if you guys had known that this is a guy who has racist comments on his website.
Hold on. Do we completely sell him out here now? We don't know this motherfucker.
Yeah, but it makes better radio if we were selling them out. I had no clue. I don't think you had a clue either.
I didn't know about that The Rock knew that there was
fucking
anything
clue.
like that. But do we now go like, because here's The Rock's point. He sees us all hanging out. He thinks we're good friends with him. It was actually the first time he had ever been on our show live. We'd had phoners with Sick Boy, but he'd never been on the show. So he was actually sitting there. And The Rock, I guess, was under the impression that we're all buddies.
Well, he's in the studio.
Yeah, he's in the studio. We're all laughing and stuff. So The Rock then put us into the whole situation with that. And I love how The Rock just called himself The Rock all the time.
Yeah.
Well, The Rock, and even when he's serious, he's like, well, look, The Rock wants to know, because The Rock has a question about a website, and The Rock was very upset with it. It's like, well, bring him in. We'll talk to The Rock.
Here we go.
There's a guy who has racist comments on his website, and if in fact you guys are behind that.
Oh, I've seen his website a few times. He's got a bunch of writers on there. And I think they just open it up to everything.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything ever been racist, no more than any of the humor that goes on this show.
Well, hey, now, don't blame our show.
Hey, he sold us out, motherfucker.
Yes, he did.
I mean, I've never seen one thing up on my site that would ever be racist, because that's not how I was raised, and that's not how I would run a website.
Well, it's on there.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I haven't seen it on there. If it's on there, it will absolutely be.
The Rock says it's on there!
But, I absolutely do not condone, nor do I, support any of the statements made. And if, somebody on there has made racist comments like that, they're absolutely going to be fired.
Can I be excused?
Ooh, really? Wow.
Oh, Jeff.
All right.
Well, for the most part, it's one of those things where, I was contacted, I was made aware of it, and the office was made aware of it, and quite frankly, I don't want to have anything to do with you. I don't want to answer your questions. And if you guys have anything to do with this guy, I quite frankly don't want to have anything to do with
honestly,
you guys
Honestly, I've never read any of that stuff on the site, and that's the honest truth.
You guys seem to be saying, look.
Dude, I was scared for my life. I could hear it in my own voice there.
But now you were answering honestly.
Please hit
The Rock doesn't want to talk to you.
Was he in studio?
Please
hit
Anthony.
Could we get Dwayne?
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I thought he was on the phone.
No, phone him. We'd have told him to go fuck himself.
My whole thing was survival, just that hopefully he'll hit Anthony first, give me a chance to
get out of the room.
Out of the room.
He was in the room.
No fronting, man. I was fucking
That
scared.
was, and he was definitely serious and definitely pissed.
Not backing down or anything. I've never read anything like that. And that's the God's honest truth.
All right.
I believe it's there. I'm not going to lie, but, if you say it's there, but...
I was pretty much there, for the most part. Again, I was brought aware. It was brought to my attention last night. Stayed on the phone for a good couple of hours and made the publicist aware, and I had no idea it was him. But
oh boy,
appreciate you guys having me on. Thank you.
Okay, got to thank The Rock for stopping on by today.
And The Rock left the room. I appreciate it. Rock's going to leave now.
For the first time, I think, since that day, live on the show, Sick Boy.
Hey, boys.
So
oh, wow, look at that.
So you're still listening to the show?
Time, man.
You're still listening to the show? We had no idea.
Are you kidding me, man? I never stopped listening to you guys, no
All
matter
right.
how hard you threw me under the bus.
Well, that's. Hey, you tried to sell us out with The Rock there. We just noticed that one. Hey, nothing any more racist than these motherfuckers say on their show.
You think I'm fucking stupid? I don't know if you guys remember, he was standing 2 feet away from me.
Yeah, he certainly was.
He really was. There's a video of it up if you can find it.
If you can navigate through Foundry.
Yeah. Look,
all the old favorites.
Hey,
Foundry.
dude, you married Bobo?
Try and search for the video. Good luck.
Yeah. So you're married with 3 kids now?
Yeah.
Wow.
That is weird.
3
man.
kids.
How old are they?
27.
Yeah, 2, 1, and a newborn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
We just got started.
Yeah.
Well, the weird thing is that as tragic as that day was for me as a wrestling fan and as, sort of what I hoped to be an up-and-comer as a guest on the O&A show, that was actually the day that I met my wife, was in the studio.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Beba.
Was she dating Spaz at that point?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And we had met briefly once before at some stupid wrestling promotion thing that Spaz did.
Right.
But it was just like a real, brief encounter.
Right.
And, I don't know, it was just by sort of luck, we sat down, she was there with her brother, and we just hit it off.
All you really had to do at that point was make a coherent point or talk in a manner that she understood, and you were batting 1,000 over what she was going out with at the time.
Good old Beba.
Yeah.
How long have
he
you guys?
really did live up to the name Spaz.
How long did you guys? How long have you guys been married now?
I've been married for a little over 3 years.
Fuck.
Wow.
And we've been together since I think like 2000, 2001.
Wow. And whatever happened to Spaz? Do you know?
I have no idea. I've heard
By the way,
rumors
this doesn't mean that Spaz needs to call the show anymore. He's dead to us, but I was just wondering.
I've heard rumors that he's actually a cop now, and that he's carrying a gun.
No fucking way.
I swear to God, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that he's a cop in Rockland County. So if you live in Rockland County, just pray you don't get pulled over by that motherfucker.
You were speeding. I have to write you a ticket.
Douche.
Yeah, nothing scarier than the thought of him with a gun.
And are you in the Midwest now?
I heard he was working at Banana Republic or something.
I heard Home Depot.
Yeah,
I really did.
Yeah, everything that I hear about him is different. I remember he had his own website for a while. He was trying to promote himself when you guys first got on XM.
Well, the worst thing was the fact that he tried to sue us. That was like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is he? What?
Yeah, he quit the show.
He quit because he didn't want to be known as Spaz anymore. He wanted to be known as Kevin.
Which,
and then
notice how quickly Stinky took over.
Stinky got right in there. And then
Stinky still at Sirius?
I believe so.
Is he? We might run into Stinky.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing with Spaz, I mean, it's been a long time, but at the time, he gave us amazing radio.
Yeah,
and he just didn't want to be Spaz anymore. He actually thought he could be a producer for a radio show. We're like, that's great, but trust me, the Spaz thing is really working, and it could really turn into something. No, and then he goes, I don't want to be called Spaz anymore.
I demand to be Kevin.
Kevin.
Or I will tender my resignation.
And he wrote a retarded resignation letter.
Yeah.
I think we still got that somewhere.
And then, I believe there was some kind of lawsuit that he was attempting.
Yeah, attempting some lawsuit. And we're like, you know something? Go fuck yourself. You're going to try to sue us?
Right.
That is an absolute waste.
How cool is that? Sick Boy still listens.
I know.
Nice.
Yeah,
Where are you
I love
living
you
in the
guys.
Midwest?
Absolutely love you guys.
Hey, where are you living, goddammit?
Yeah, where are you living in the Midwest?
I'm out in Ohio now.
Oh, Ohio.
Ohio.
A city or suburb?
Suburb.
Oh, okay.
All right, very
That's
nice.
Not crazy enough to live in the city.
All right, Sick Boy.
Live in a very lily white neighborhood.
All right, man.
Well, keep in touch. Do you still do the
Absolutely.
wrestling thing?
No, I mean, I still kind of follow it, but like the last 6-7 years, really all about MMA for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big UFC fan. So.
Well, we had Dana White on.
White.
We had Dana White on today.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Are you the one that got mad at me on the message board because you thought I was avoiding Tim Sylvia questions last time?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Okay,
How could I ever get mad at you, Jimmy?
I don't know. I'm sweet. You'd be
Exactly.
surprised.
Jimmy's love it.
Sweetest disposition.
That's
Do
what he
you
was
know,
voted.
I was voted boy with the appliest cheeks.
Well, it's good that we could have this reunion finally after 8 years.
Yeah. Very good to hear from you. Glad you're still listening.
Yeah,
say
yeah, it's awesome.
say hi to and please remind us of your wife's first name.
Erica.
Erica,
that's
right. Okay. Say hi to
Believe me,
Erica.
The first year that I dated her, my mom still called her Beba.
Beba. God, was that fucking funny? Beba.
Too
But
uncomfortable.
Beba.
Trying to live down the awfulness of dating that douchebag. My mom's called her fucking Beba. Mom, shut up.
We got to bring back some of those Spaz
Fucking
bits, man. I'm telling you. Some of those Spaz bits, as much as Bad Blood, were just ridiculously good.
I wonder how they'd hold up, tell you the truth.
I think a few of them would.
Yeah, probably.
They'd still be fucking funny.
We might throw a couple on the channel in the near future. We'll see.
Hanging from a cable in a Spider-Man suit trying to open the bank vault to make the perfect crime.
Well, the best one ever was...
What a douche.
The best one ever was when he got a new credit card and maxed it out in 2 days.
Buying boots and fucking, what else was it?
He stayed at the St. Regis.
He stayed at the St. Regis one night.
I went on a shop.
His Metallica t-shirt.
And yeah, he got butlers to iron his Metallica, his heavy metal t-shirts.
He was so in debt. It was unbelievable.
Holy shit.
He was the king of fucking Rockland County white trash.
Oh,
He
no
came up with the
doubt.
whole giant mosquito thing.
Yeah, encephalitis.
And getting peed on from the sky.
Yeah,
and
the construction workers were peeing on him on a hot summer day
Right.
when every air conditioning on every building is on. It couldn't have been water coming out of the air conditioner.
Yeah.
Yeah, stupidity like that comes around like once in a lifetime as
Yeah.
far as radio gold is concerned.
He is the Halley's Comet of stupid.
That's right. Oh, shit.
Oh, it's on YouTube, Spider Spaz? Look at him.
Committing the perfect crime. You have to make a centricized. What was the hole? A perfectly symmetricized hole in the safe. There he is out front of the building. We're watching this.
This was before all the Spider-Man movies.
Oh,
Jesus. We were ahead of our time. Look
What
at this.
a complete ass.
Fucking... What?
Oh, when they had all those painted cows around the city?
Yeah.
He's riding a cow in a Spider-Man suit.
Yeah.
As people just berated him. Whenever he went out, people just fucking threw shit at him. Oh, my
You guys
God.
remember the fucking the show? I don't remember where it was at in the city. You guys did a live broadcast. Stephen Lynch performed, Sammy Hagar performed, and Spaz was running around. He kept tripping, going up and down the stage every time you guys sent him to get something. So Opie actually made somebody go out and get a helmet for him to wear.
A cocky helmet?
Yeah.
Him wear a fucking helmet to the entire
Fucking
Steve and I were
retard.
on the side of the stage laughing the whole fucking night.
Yeah. Right on. Thank you, sick boy.
Anytime, guys.
We got to move on. Keep in touch, all right?
Absolutely, bro.
All right, there he is, sick boy. Still listening. That is really cool. Joe writes, favorite Spaz bit, lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Oh, that was good, yeah.
That would definitely hold
That
up.
would hold up.
We'll figure it
We'll
out.
have to go through a few of those.
Maybe we'll throw
There was just so much
couple on.
bad blood for so long with that bullshit.
There was
but
a lot of crap
yeah.
going on with him.
So yeah, listen through them, see if there's some funny shit. Because just thinking back of the perfectly symmetricized hole.
Yeah. We'll play. Maybe we'll play one tomorrow.
I can pick a lock on a safe.
Didn't he say something like he had to rappel up or something? Like it was the complete opposite of what rappel meant.
What repelling is. I then repel up.
Oh, here it is. Look.
He's hanging from a cable. What a complete ass. Oh, and there's a little safe. This was like a Mission Impossible thing. And he was supposed to open the safe just by using his ear and hearing the clicks of the tumblers.
Yeah.
And he guaranteed he could do it. And, of course, he didn't.
Mythbusters couldn't do it.
Yeah.
We had like special stunt people come in to rig the studio so we could hang from the ceiling.
Yeah. Holy
Everyone's
shit.
saying lifestyles of the rich and famous, hysterical.
Yeah.
Do we have that bit? What? All right, E-Rock's
You know
going to
what's so-
find it and see if it's worth playing. We'll do it tomorrow if someone reminds us.
You know what's fucked up? There were certain instances where the news would report things that he came up with. Like, remember when he said a huge airplane full of kitty litter should fly over hurricanes to absorb up all the moisture and kill the hurricane. And then
we used
I
to
read
laugh
and we would laugh. He'd come
and
up with these fucking off-the-wall things. Robots in the operating room is not safe.
Yeah.
I remember he'd come up with all this shit. And it was like, I read in the paper one day that they were thinking of taking some kind of moisture-absorbing shit and dropping it from a plane into a hurricane. I'm like, how the fuck?
Yeah, to knock down the force of the damn
Yes,
thing.
I came up with that idea. Or aim microwave ovens at the tornadoes to dry up tornadoes.
All right, E-Rock's got a job. E-Rock's going to see if he can find a couple that are worth playing. Hey, what, you got one more thing? Or?
Well, Eric was bringing up.
The one where you put his paycheck in the toilet and took a shit on it and made him dig through it.
We were mad at him that day.
Ah, that was funny.
And we
Holy
can't
shit.
understand why he didn't want to be Spaz anymore.
Yeah,
We're a
but
bunch of idiots.
I am Kevin.
All right, hey, I think we have time for one more cringe moment as we were interviewing people. We got Ed Asner, Kristen Bell, Linda Lovelace,
the
Mr.
sister.
DVD, or Steve the Whistler. The one we'll do one more, and then tomorrow we'll do the rest of them.
Linda Lovelace.
Want to do that one?
Yeah.
I like Steve the Whistler myself.
Which is longer?
Maybe we could sneak two in.
Okay.
Let's see. We'll blow off line of the day and get this over with. and
Yeah.
stuff. Here we go. Linda Lovelace's sister, of course, Linda Lovelace from Deep Throat, died, and her sister was trying to raise money, I think, to bury her for the funeral or something. It was pretty serious crap going on. I don't know why she called our show, but this is how it went down.
A fund is being set up.
Yes.
And this fund is for?
Linda Lovelace Memorial Fund is going to be set up in lieu of flowers into an account.
Holy shit, okay. That was bad. Her dead, she's trying to raise money for her dead sister.
All right, well, do we have to go on?
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
In lieu of flowers into an account for her grandchildren's college fund.
Right.
And, well, now here's another tip here. Her funeral expenses are being covered.
Oh, they are?
They are. I'm just reading my notes from her sister-in-law. Her first,
Yeah.
what do you call it, check.
Oh, good. So
She was on disability, and it came the day after she died. But anyway, she has her sister-in-law out there who's handling all of this and doing very well. But she has said that people are calling her and wanting to donate and so on.
Yeah.
So if you want to, I can give you the account number, the name of the bank.
Well, we shouldn't have that kind of information put out on the air, I don't think. But
Well,
is there a phone number, perhaps, or somewhere where people might be able to get in touch and send a donation? Are you okay?
You can send a donation to me, and I can forward it.
Okay.
If you want to. That's entirely up to you.
Right. Well,
I can give you the name of the bank.
Yeah, let's give out the name of the bank. If you're just tuning in, Linda Lovelace died tragically in a car accident on Monday.
Yeah, and we're just there's a fund,
and we got Barbara on the phone. Her her loving sister.
You're the older sister?
Yes, I am. We lost another 14 years ago. Anyway, are you ready for this?
Yes.
All right.
Andrew, you owe me $1,000.
Yes.
Barbara, you all right?
Yeah. Cindy, where's the account number? Is this it? Yes. Okay. The account number is 832 8838.
Okay.
And I want to thank everybody from coast to coast, north and south, who have called here and who send their condolences.
Right.
And she was a lovely girl.
I bet, Barbara. Well, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us today.
Okay, thank you for calling.
I bet.
Oh, man. Fucking
Christ.
brutal. Brutal.
Wow. Nice. You want to leave it there? You want to try to squeeze Steve the
Can we do
Whistler?
it? Is it possible we could do it tomorrow morning?
Steve the Whistler?
How long is it? Because I
Steve
love
the
it.
Whistler is fucking
Yeah.
Right up there is one of my favorite moments ever on this show. Fucking Steve the Whistler.
I just like it early tomorrow.
All right. We could do that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We could do Steve the Whistler tomorrow. Okay. And Mr. DVD, I remember, is really good. And what, Danny?
Oh, I'm just laughing at everything. Just that whole bit, and then Eric walks in with his stupid WWE T-shirt. Made me laugh.
Florida Steve writes, why does Opie say that Andrew owes him $1,000 in the call with Linda Lovelace? First of all, I don't know who Andrew is. I think he must have been a listener daring me to
play that, right.
to play that clip.
Yeah.
That I do remember, but I don't remember who Andrew was. Line of the day. We'll do more of that tomorrow and maybe a Spaz bit. Have the XMers ever heard Spaz?
No.
Probably not.
Fuck, really?
I think the only time they ever heard him is when he called in on like the third or fourth day when you guys were on the air,
and we hung up on him. Said goodbye, funny boy.
Yeah.
Everyone's begging for Steve the Whistler now. Tomorrow.
We got shit to do, actually.
Anthony actually hid. Jimmy.
That was horrendous.
Oh, yeah. Very
Fucking
awkward.
Horrendous.
Very awkward moment.
He's trying to get some real whistling done, and I decide I need to whistle with him. It was just so god-awful.
He was the worst.
All right. Line of the day is sponsored by Carbonite. Or Carbonite?
Carbonite.
I don't know. I want him to spell it right.
Yes.
So I say Carbonite. But then the night is spelled differently, right?
Right.
Oh, boy.
Carbonitty.
Carbonitty. Sure. But then they're going to think two E's at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Well, sucks to be you. You figured out. I know they back up your computer hard drive so you never have to worry about losing any of your files.
Yeah, of course they do. Everyone knows
Carbonite. Night spelled the other way.com. Promo code XM. Here is a runner-up line of the day. Because he rolls them in such a way, he's getting everything of the man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like a man Rolodex flipping in your face.
It's like the Shroud of Turin.
By the way, people are suggesting that we play the long version of the Steve the Whistler bit. There's a long version?
It's really long.
Really long?
It's probably the entire interview, yeah.
Has that ever played, E-Rock?
Yeah, it's played a few times. But it's
the real long?
Yeah.
Maybe we, tomorrow at 11 maybe or something. All right. Another runner-up line of the day.
He just doesn't like baseball.
And I don't like
the
baseball.
Queen.
Thanks.
Your Queen's stupid. And she looks like a pig on your money.
Yeah. So's our Queen. We just call her an executive producer.
It's just multiple times every day.
He just wants to work.
Day.
He just wants to waddle around the office.
He just wants to come in, do his work, and leave.
Yeah,
that's right.
Just
what? What? Why are people looking at me weird when I say do his work?
Coincidentally, that's what I want him to do too.
Yeah. I come in, do your work, and leave.
But not in that order.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, another runner-up line of the day.
Teen Wolf, he was originally a wolf, and then it looked like he was a dog with fleas. Or a dog that just got rained on and came in the house.
God, we gave him an XM show today. What's wrong with us?
A little bit.
Take our temperatures. Here is your line of the day.
Here comes
la 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 la.
Line of the day. Line of the day.
All right, the learn how to dance montage.
Yeah. What else?
Is that where they start off dancing, and then at the end of it they're spinning and his rotted pancreas flies out? Holy shit!
In the day.
I don't know if that was the line of the day.
Yeah,
it was good.
It was all right.
By the way, people are mentioning other cringe moments. We're doing some of the old school ones.
Yeah.
Because people are coming up with the Dr. Jody Gold when she called in about Heath Ledger. That was terrific. But we were going way back. I don't remember half that shit we played today. I
No.
remember the moments, but I don't remember them specifically.
Yeah, the details of them kind of fade with time, and you forgot how fucking bad they are. Oof.
All right, listen, I've been reading in some feedback. I'm willing to make a deal here. It's a very simple deal. E-Rock, long form Steve the Whistler. Can we play it right after the break?
Yes.
We'll play it right after the break, but that means you got to bear with us tomorrow when we play it for the shorter version for the other
Tomorrow
side.
morning, yeah.
I don't want no bitching.
Yes, sir. You'll get some.
I know. They'll go, hey, you played this yesterday.
Just played it. Where you calling it in? What's the matter? Lazy day? Fucking day? Shit it.
What do you
Eat
say,
it.
guys? Someone talk for the listeners. Is this cool? Long version right now, and we'll do the short version tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because I can listen to it now and then not tomorrow or vice versa.
Yeah. Let's listen to something else.
I kind of want to listen to Steve the Whistler. We have a freaking meeting, though.
Yeah.
I want to listen to this. Burn it to CD for me, E-Rock.
Do we have to go over there for the meeting?
He's here.
Oh, okay. Where? Where is he? Yeah.
in the back.
Where the fuck? Where are you? You. All right.
Whoa.
Teasing, of course.
Whoa. And let's not forget this disc for tomorrow. There's other ones worth playing. Ed Asner. Oof, that was a good one. And Mr. DVD, I know was really good. I don't remember it, though. That'll be worth playing tomorrow.
You guys would.
I don't remember.
I have to tingle.
You kept hanging up on him, and he kept calling back, but you did it like
over
50
and
times.
over
He
and
would
over
keep
again.
calling back.
Sounds good. All right, there you go. Greg Sletter from Long Island is talking for the listeners today.
He's representing the audience.
Florida Steve is in on it. Somebody from their mobile device, yes. And Bobby D from Brockton says, good idea.
It's cold in the D.
A lot of people saying, great idea. But you know the feedback will be, ah!
You gotta do the hands too.
Yeah, you got to do the hands like you're typing.
Right. Less hating lately, though. I like that.
Yeah.
I like the less hating thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's appreciated.
They have nowhere to do it.
Huh?
Nothing.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right.
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 Fuck out of here.
All right.